Hey, and here we are. Hey, everybody, it's Friday. I almost had to think then what day of the week it was. It kind of slightly threw me out. Streaming yesterday with Cy O'Connor and my good self on the maiden voyage, which was the backlog. I hope you all enjoyed that. I had a great time with it, and so did Cy as well. Actually, it was quite nice. Actually, a little bit more intimate. Just having just a couple of us doing our thing. It had a very kind of transatlantic vibe about it. Of course, there's only a tiny little ocean between me and him. Of course, the Irish Channel. But yeah, and we've got loads of peeps coming out tonight, folks. So it's just that moment of the entire stream where it's just me, myself, and you lovely people out there. And how are you doing anyway, you lovely lot? I've had a great week. I have. The weather has been absolutely atrocious today, but that's been fine. I've been kind of trying to sort out loads of minifigures and stuff like that. I bought loads of Star Wars stuff for the past, I don't know, 10 months or something like that. I've been collecting all sorts of loose minifigures, and today I was like, right, I've got this big bundle, and I've got to sort them out once and for all. And I kind of went through it, and like 2 hours went just like that. And I'd hardly done any. I'll tell you, I was having to research which ones were what and all sorts of things. Clone Troopers are a nightmare, they are. There's so many of them and different sort of mild variations to minifigures. But anyway, we're going to talk about a lot of that later. I want to know how you lot do it out there and what you've been up to and stuff like that. I've been doing a bit of building, not too much building today. I've been bringing up all sorts of things like this big bad boy here, a hint of Mos Eisley about the backdrop today. It's quite flat, actually. I've normally got a kind of taller stuff going on in the background here, but this one, it's a little bit flat. We've got loads of figures with it. My God. And anyone who tuned into that last week, oh, you're legends, the whole lot of you. Really, honestly, it was absolutely brilliant. It was. But anyway, talking of absolutely brilliant, let's take a look and say who's out there in the chat tonight. Who we got out there? God, there's bundles of people out there tonight. Who are you? Who are you? We've got Mr. Berry out there. Hey, Mr. Berry, how you doing? We've got a Tease for Life. We've got Brix Studios. Brixo, how you doing? It's great to see you, mate. We've got Solo Brick Builder. He'll be out in a minute, folks. You know the drill with him. And we've got a couple of newbies on tonight as well, folks. So I'll be bringing them on in just a minute, actually. They're chatting away out there in Chatland at the moment. They are, bless them. So I can't surprise you. But anyway, I can't wait to get them on. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting having some newbies on. It really is. I normally kind of do newbies one at a time, but these two, they're on streams all over the place, so they're well and truly accustomed to the what is streaming and live streaming and stuff like that, and Lego and all that jazz. But anyway, Brett Builds is out there. Good to see you, Brett. Mr. Berry, I don't know if I said hello to you, Mr. Berry, but anyway, hello to you once again, dear sir. Great to see you. And Hayley Brix and Brigadiac is there as well. Hey, Hayley, how you doing? You was in there last night as well. Great to see you again. It really is. And we've got the wonderful Bama Brix and Tony Raven McMullen. Good to see you as well, mate. And of course, the wonderful Cabbage Face, Lego Cabbage Face. I've been watching loads of stuff that you've been doing on Instagram this week. It's been absolutely brilliant. And of course, the Lego Paul. The Lego Paul. Where would I be without you, the Lego Paul? Anyway, where will I be without everyone else here as well? So we've got you lovely lot out there out in Chatland. Great to have you here. Ask us some questions and stuff like that. Loads been going on this week in the news. We've got Levi's. We've got Ikea. We've got new Star Wars set coming out. Just nobody knows when or where or exactly what's going to happen there. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant. But anyway, let's take a look, shall we, and see who I can bring on first. Who looks like they completely don't know what they're doing or look all confused or wondering what they're going to be doing. I think I'm going to go for this man, actually. I think his head's either been chopped off or he's got a serious neck problem. He is, of course, the artist known as Matt Elder. How you doing, Matt? Oh, Matt, you're on mute.
Hello, how are you going?
There he is. He's live. This is weird as well. This last week I was doing a Saturday stream with Brick Hive, and he was wearing grey as well. And I thought today, the weather's rubbish. I'm going to wear grey as well. I kind of blend in with the background as well with those stripes. But you're wearing grey as well, so it's kind of nice bringing it in. So they say grey is the new black, folks. But I don't know. It's quite kind of cool. How you doing anyway, Matt?
Yeah. It seems like it's just been another busy, crazy week, and so it's good just to Friday night to sort of relax and everything and build some Lego.
Yeah. Well and truly. And that is a big Lego set you've got on the go there. That is enormous. Did you get that in a deal, Matt?
Yeah, and there was actually, we can go into it later, there's a bit of a funny story to go along with it. So the deal with this one was actually a super deal. So yeah, I'm very pleased.
We love a super deal. I love a deal in general, folks. I picked up a bit of a good deal this week. Anyway, so I didn't get myself any trainers, that's for sure. I didn't quite make it in time. I wasn't quick enough. The only thing I normally run these days is a bath, but there we go. So yeah, trainers are slightly wasted on me. So anyway, I think should we take off? I think we'll nip. Where should we go? Should we go to America or should we go to Europe? Where would you like to go, Matt? America or Europe?
Let's go America.
Okay, we're gonna go America. Let's go to America. Now, this person is a bit of a Ninjago guru, and I've probably given it away altogether all the way there, folks. But also as well, judging by a change in his facial hair, I'd say it's been pretty windy where he lives at the moment. He's, of course, the wonderful, the metallic sounding Titanium J52. How you doing, Titanium?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing well.
Now, you look young anyway, but now you look even younger. You look like you look a 12-year-old or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't help but notice that there's a certain facial long goatee kind of gone.
It's gone.
Did it fly off or did it escape somehow under the door?
It left.
It left the door. So you've given it a good man shave off, yeah?
Yeah, it's gone.
How does it feel to be able to feel the wind on your chin again?
It feels weird, but I also don't feel it too much because I'm wearing the mask outside.
That probably gives you lots of insulation or something like that, which is pretty cool. I'm liking that. But how are you anyway, my friend? You well?
I'm doing good. It's Friday, and I'm glad it's Friday.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm very glad it's Friday. I love Fridays. We all love Fridays because Fridays, of course, is all about London calling. So anyway, where? Right, okay, we've got three choices, right? We can go to America, we can go back to the UK, or we can go to the Republic of Ireland. Where would you like to go next, Titanium J52?
Let's go to Ireland.
Let's go to Ireland. Okay, folks, let's bring him on. He's my partner in crime when it comes to the backlog. And thank you to everybody who tuned in last night. It is, of course, not me. It is, of course, not I. But it is, of course, Cy O'Connor.
Hey!
How's your IKEA going?
Awesome.
It looks really good, mate. I'm spotting some IKEA stuff on the go. Do you like it? Are you into your IKEA now? Oh, yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, look at that.
These guys, yeah. And then, doo-doo.
Wow. That is a fab new Lego element. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And is anybody out there gone to IKEA today or yesterday, perhaps, and got some? Because the legend, that is, of course, Lorraine, got those for you yesterday, didn't she, mate?
She did. She did a great job. She stood in the cold and did a great job.
Well done, Lorraine Fox. Anyway, who else we got out there? We've got some people that have just popped in. We've got Brix. Hey, Brix, how you doing, my friend? Great to have you here. We've got A.M. Productions. Good to have you here, A.M. Productions. So, where should we go next, folks? I was going to ask Si, are you still there, or are you gone all avatar on me?
Oh, no, just
where would you like to go next? Where would you like to go? Would you like to go to America, or would you like to go to mainland Europe?
Let's go to America.
All right, we're going to go to America. Okay, folks, this is one of the newbies. We've never done it like this before. It's quite different, isn't it? I'm giving people the choices. We're all a democracy here, folks. This lady, how can I describe her? She's from the land of the sweet. She's, of course, LandOfSweet.
Hey! Hiya!
Hey, LandOfSweet. I love it. I love the name. I'm interested to know LandOfSweet. Where did you get the name?
I like sweets, so.
Oh, Haribo. There we go. Yeah, the perfect nutritional diet, folks, for all Lego YouTubers. That is fantastic. Yep. Pie as a kite. Anyway, what have you got on your T-shirt? Was that Duck and Dive? Is it?
It's Duck and Cover.
Duck and Cover. Like it. Yeah, Very, very cool. I'm loving it. Good stuff. And now I'm interested. I'm going to be asking you lots of questions because obviously you're the newbie. You're one of the newbies on here tonight. Margaret. So yeah, I'm going to be asking lots of questions. We're going to be finding out lots of things about you, what your thing with Lego is, and yeah, well, just get to know you a little bit better, kind of settle you into the groove that is Friday nights. London Calling. So great to have you here. So anyway, I think as I've asked everybody else, I think I should ask you as well. Where would you like to go next? Would you like to stay in your motherland, that is called the United States of America, or would you like to be slightly more cultured and maybe pop over to mainland Europe and take a butcher's around there? Cool.
Well, I love to travel, so I mean, I'd love to go over to some UK.
Okay, cool. Right, but blimey, we'll go over the UK. We'll fly over Ireland. We'll fly over UK, and we'll head to slightly more northern outtakes of Europe. And we will introduce this chap as well. To be quite frank, folks, he is the son of Odin. He is the Lego community's answer to the god of thunder. He even has his own version of Modular as well. He's of course the wonderful.
Hey,
Hey.
G'day.
How are you doing, WoodShop?
oh, doing fine. Just getting into the usual sorting frenzy.
Honestly, folks, just before the stream kicked off, he had a box like this, and he just went like this. And I thought, my God, it sounds like a tsunami going on somewhere in the world. But no, it was. Well, it probably was actually a tsunami of Lego in Denmark. So yeah, and I'm liking the fact that you're going to be spending hours doing all this sorting, and you've got a new beard configuration as well.
Well, yeah, it needs to be washed every now and then.
Oh, Jen washed his, and look what happened to him. It fell off. His beard currently at the moment, he's blocked up all his plug system in his college. It's a nightmare. Yeah. I'll get you a Lego plunger for Christmas, Titanium. Anyway, good to see you on here, mate. I can't wait to see the amount of stuff that you're actually going to be sorting, because I know you've got literally like, was it 100 kilograms worth of Lego or something crazy like
Approximately 150 kilos.
that? Oh my God, 150 kilos! Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
My God. I got, blimey, that is
Just to warn you, I just been telling my son. My son has joined the chat, and I had to tell him off. He said, "Just checking in on the old one." So
that could be any one of us. I know it. Well, if you're not the old one, my friend, we have an elder on here. That is
oh yeah, that's right.
We have an elder. So there he is. I always try and slip that one in whenever I can.
Respect the elder.
Respect the elder. I said, that would have been a good name for a channel. It really would have. I've got a few other people popped in as well. We've got the wonderful Batshot 2021 folks. We've got Tek Studios. I love him. He's another Mos Eisley man. I was almost referring to him last week as Mr. Eisley. I was on that stream. And who else we got in there? I just spotted someone else. The wonderful Daily Brick. Daily Brick, hope your college is doing all right, my friend. And, of course, you are staying safe. Anyway, so we got to the sorting teacher. We've still got one more to go, folks. And he's a bit of an internet sensation at the moment because he's come out with a Lego video that's had over 500,000. Not 500,000. Not 500,000 views. Can you believe it? 500,000 views. And well, anyway, check it out. He is. I almost feel like I should. It's like being in front of the royal family, folks. When one has to curtsy to them. This is the awesome and most marvelous Brix Studios.
Hey guys.
Hey Brix Studios. How you doing? How are you?
Doing good. Made a bunch of videos this morning, so I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, marvelous. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And we need to talk about you and your video sensation a little bit later, because I think you're one of the first that's ever been on the stream whereby you've hit that many. I mean, frankly, I'm quite grateful if I hit 500, let alone 5,000 and then 500,000. But anyway, Brix Studio. There is one other. As a certain Kenobi and Yoda once said when a certain X-wing was taken off, there is another, folks. There is another. Just to round it off, just to make it all nice and even. We'll get to make it a nice A. So Brix Studio, we're going to pop from America to the UK. And this guy is obviously one of my henchmen on the stream, folks. He's a top guy. He's going to be coming out with some great videos in the next week or so. If he can sync up correctly what he needs to do, because he's doing something quite, how can I put it? It's innovative. That's what it is, folks. We'll call it innovative. I always call things innovative if I don't understand them. It is wonderful. The man that can, he's the man with the plan. He is, of course, the wonderful Solo Brix.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
No, for anyone's listening with headphones. So, Solo, well, you've got to show us your T-shirt, mate, because that is a new one on me.
It's a nice little Family Guy reference. There you go.
Any drinker. Oh, no, let's make it really big. Let's make him proud. He's a looker, isn't he, eh?
It's like me in the morning.
Your poor wife. God, that's enough to turn your stomach, isn't it? I bet you've still got the beer in your hand, or in your case, it'll be a Red Bull, won't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Or a pint of cider.
A pint of cider.
So anyway, how are you doing? Anyway, that's a lot of tongues hanging out there, Mr. Berry. Yeah, how are you doing, Solo? Anyway, how's things for you, my friend?
Yeah, mate, all good. Busy. But yeah, all good. I've had a quiet day today, so I managed to get home from work. Believe it or not, I was actually home today at 12 o'clock. Hey! Despite 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I was well happy with that. Yeah. But I did leave last night at 8:30 last night, so yeah.
Where did your van? Because it's almost like your van's got a mind of its own. Where did your van actually take you?
So it decided to take me to Wales yesterday evening. So I had a nice drive to Cardiff. That was nice. And then we had a nice trek to Manchester, and then back home. So yeah, it was. I was kind of pleading at the window, trying to let me out, but he just didn't want to let me go. So yeah,
that's it. It's like, if you've ever seen, there was in the 70s, folks. There was a horror movie called The Car. But anyway, I think the follow up to that movie should be called The Van. Anyway, Google it and you'll find out. It was a weird film. It really was. All I remember is it was a black car. It looked like a Rolls Royce, and they just tinted out the windows and everything like that. And it made the sound of a lorry whenever it drove around. But it was possessed by the devil. So it was a good movie and a bit of an odd one. But anyway, 70s, so it wasn't too bad. It's just, a bit tongue in cheek. That one. We got Just Build It is in the house. Hello there. Swimming his cat due to local lockdown. Just Build It is like you've never gone anywhere. I was all sad when you said you wouldn't be here on a Friday anymore. But since you said you're not going to be here, you've practically been here, which is great for us. Good to have you here, my friend. And we appreciate you being here, and everybody show Just Build It a little bit of love. So we seem to have a few people building. We got some sorters, we got some builders, we got some people looking confused, and we got. Well, anyway, let's start off with where should we go? Let's bring him into the middle, shall we? Because he looks all nice and comfy down there in his bed. Well, I think it's his bed, folks. I don't know. It could be he's just got a huge sofa on the ground.
Yeah, I was just wondering, Brix, did you actually get out of your bed since Wednesday? I last saw you.
Yeah, it's the same bed too.
It's the same bed, but hopefully we've got different bricks. So what are you doing there, Brix Studios? Are you sorting? I think you're sorting anyway. Let's take a close look, shall we?
Yeah, I'm pretty much sorting. Sorting Lego pieces.
Wow. All right. It looks like you've had a fight with a box of dots or something.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
There's a lot of them.
I know what it is, folks. I know what he's doing. He's looking for those Mario batteries. That's what he's doing. Okay, so where else we got? Now the lovely LandOfSweet. LandOfSweet. Where are you exactly at the moment? Are you at home? Are you at college? Where are you dwelling at the moment in the?
Where am I dwelling? I'm dwelling over. Well, I am in college, but then I switched to online college, so I just stayed down here. So this is my little apartment, and yes, it is the kitchen because it's the only place I had enough room to actually put all my crap. So if anybody wants brownies or pizza, feel free. I'll ship it.
LandOfSweet. If there's anything we love here, right? We love donuts. We love pizza. Solo will tell you that he loves cider. And also, brownies, like, you know, you're in there. And we're rather partial as well to marshmallows as well, folks. Really. But anyway, no, good stuff. You're putting in the centre. I quite like this. We'll pop people in the centre when we chat to them, shall we? Okay, we pop in the chat. I tell you, we'll pop in the centre now. Someone who's trying to hide the fact that they're missing their beard at the moment. Look at this. So I want to know, what is this? What is the T-shirt that you've got going on underneath that top? I got a hint of Mr. Hink about it.
Yeah, this is a Forever Sorting T-shirt that I got last year.
Oh, dude, that looks fantastic. That's Pink Bucket Nation dude, Brix Smith, isn't it? And who's the guy on the left?
Kevin.
Who's that? That is Kevin, is it? Is it? Oh, okay.
It's mirrored.
I recognise the other one. I didn't recognise the artiste himself. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I've got to say, do you always make a point of wearing T-shirts the same colour as your cardigan?
No, it just happens.
I just wondered, it just seemed to be a thing that you do. I was like, I'm always fascinated by fashion, folks. I really am, believe it or not. Here we go. There's a story behind this. Look at that for a head. Hold that point just there, LandOfSweet. We're back there in a minute because that was a sensational set. Now, if anybody knows, that is, one, it's a Ninjago head. Two, you can tell which Ninjago it is because it's got very blue eyes. In fact, it's got bluer eyes than Frank Sinatra. He's almost got bluer eyes as his top. But anyway, tell us the story, Jay, behind Zane.
Yeah, so I went to my 12 o'clock class today, and I have this friend in the class, and he gave this to me, and he told me that he found it at a car wash and had been saving it to give it to me. So now I have an extra Zane head.
You got an extra head. No, yeah. Two heads are better than one, so to say. Is it? Oh, he's got two expressions. There we go. Oh, it's sad. Was that say no? That's kind of focused anger. I don't know. The things you got to come up with, folks, when you're doing reviews. Honestly, you just come up with any old thing sometimes. Yeah, and that's a happy cheesy one. Anyway, look at this set here over here. Look at this, absolutely ginormous. Is that a cat? There's a cat in the camera.
That is a cat. Yeah.
His name's not Paris by any chance, is it?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't come with the set though, sadly, but he can fit in it. I mean, it's a pretty big box.
Yeah, cats and boxes, they love it. So what have we got here? Kingdoms. That looks like an old set. Is that an old set?
Yeah. Well, it's what, 2011, I think.
Wow, that's an old set. I was in my 20s then. But the Kingdoms, that set looks like something you'd find in Denmark. That is, there are windmills all over the place there, haven't they? WoodShopTeacher.
Yeah.
Denmark, or maybe you should talk to Mike and Sarah because Holland is famous for their windmills. I would say.
This flat's a pancake where they live. Actually, I saw SaraStarBricks in here earlier on, actually. I think it was SaraStarBricks or Mr. StarBricks.
Mr. StarBricks was there, yeah.
No, I see Sarah's there as well.
Oh,
Sarah's there. Yeah, Sarah's giving lots of love out there. Tek Studios as well. Do check out SaraStarBricks' channel as well, folks. You'll find her details. Actually, if you go to my channel, you'll see her listed as one of the channels that I do recommend. Oh, the cat was in the box. Look at that.
In the box.
It's a seafoal, folks. It's a cat and Lego. Does that work? I don't know. Kitten fan and Lego. K-foal, seafoal. Got to be careful you don't swear. That's what you got to do, folks. That's what you got to be careful you don't swear. Anyway, We've got Brix Builds out there. Brix Builds is going halfway to go. Yeah, that is true, actually. That is very true. It goes, hi, Lego Fan UK. Brix Issues in the house, folks. Giving out lots of love. Loving that. That's all pretty good stuff. And we've got Lego Fan UK out there as well. So anyway, how is everybody? Si, what have you been up to today, other than making very early morning, or was it late night last night, reviews of Ikea stuff?
Yeah, well, today I did the video for the Lego set itself. So I opened that and did the video on that one. And that's what I did today. Last night, yeah, it was late really. Just did the boxes last night. These boxes.
It's white on white. That's the sort of thing Solo would do.
Yeah.
Let's have a closer look. Let's have a closer look at that. Look, that is literally white on white. God, blimey. They should have chosen a different colour. They should have done the 18 plus box. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that site. That's very cool. Did you? I mean, is it good material? Is it well made?
No.
Really not.
Like that's the bottom, right? And that just literally, you could just pop them out.
Oh.
But it still seems to be the same plastic that Lego use. But as you see, there aren't any studs there. You do have the lid. The lid looks like the bottom of a base plate. Well, that part does anyway. And
it looks like the bottom of a butter dish.
Yeah. So they don't actually stick together. You know what I mean? They don't stick, so there's no clutch power.
Mm. No clutch power.
Not for these, because they're supposed to like be stackable boxes. So if you have a stackable box and it clutches, the lid's going to come off underneath all the time. So that's the logic behind that.
Okay, glue out, folks. I've got a question for you. Does it say Lego on the studs?
Yep.
Oh, that's okay.
Can you see? Not really, no. But yeah, this is Lego.
We'll take your word for it, Si. We'll take your word for it. It looks pretty cool, though, man. I like the figures that you've put on there. I'm looking at that is well, actually, Solo's probably more in tune with those particular figures. But you've got a bit of 501st going on there. And what are the orange ones, Solo?
322nd.
Let's write it down.
Who come up with those numbers anyway? This sounds random to me. That does.
Not Lucas.
No, Lucas wouldn't come up with them.
Oh, that's cool. I've got Sans in the house, folks. Sans, good to see you, mate. Great to have you here. How's your week been? Look, Sans, look what I did. Look, I've done a Mos Eisley as well. I tell you want to see figures for it, folks. I love it. I tell you what I like about this set. I'm not going to go on a lot about Mos Eisley, folks, but I can't be honest, I'm very impressed with the set.
Where was I?
Look at all the figures you get with this set. Unprecedented. Look at that. Fantastic. We've got the boy band there, the Biff boy band at the front. And there's one of my favourite figures. There we are, this guy here, Mr. Soft Toffee Head. And we've got here, I think this is Gonzo. What do you reckon, folks? Gonzo? I'm going to call him Gonzo. And this bloke, well, he just looks like, this bloke here, he just looks like a seal. You think?
No, I don't.
All right then. But yeah, what do you guys reckon of it? Are you into LandOfSweet? Question number one. What sort of themes are you into?
Well, I mean, I do have some of the old characters here, like that one.
Oh, blimey, that's
Star Wars.
Is that a Gamorrean guard? Is that Boba Fett?
Yeah, that's Boba Fett.
It's got some really old ones. Oh, Gungan.
The original Jar Jar as well. Sweet.
Gungan alert.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like Kingdom. I like Castle. I like Harry Potter. I like basically everything. I do not like Friends. I find it offensive to women. We're not all that girly.
Okay. I think that's why they come up with Friends, because it was.
I know, I hate it.
I know. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That one. I'm not really into Friends myself. I know plenty of people that like the sets, but they don't like the dolls. They don't like the dolls.
I don't like the dolls. I don't like how everything is round. I mean, the horses even look different. Like, this is what a Lego horse is supposed to look like, people.
All right, because you ride horses, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
And of
cool.
course, this one actually is a funny story. It's the first horse I got. I didn't pay for it because it's from my friend. Has a yellow head because the white is totally.
I think it's got a yellow head because the minifigure that rode on it smokes probably.
Definitely. But no, my friend, he had all these castle sets, and I begged and I begged and I begged, and he finally is like, okay, here, just have a horse. Because I mean, I didn't grow up with sets. My parents, they bought like a couple sets for like their older children, and then it was just a hodgepodge of treasure of bricks. No set would stay apart for more than a day. And so I actually went through it, and I found out that we have a 1990s garage set that God knows when that was. I mean, I brick pieced it, everything. I mean, we had the Lego, what is it? We got some of those rare sets, like the 3-headed dog Forbidden Corridor thing. I mean,
My life, I've never seen that before. Show us that again.
so,
Free?
the 3-headed dog from Harry Potter. Its name is Fluffy.
His name's what?
Its name is Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Wow. All of a sudden, it doesn't look quite as demonic as what he did before.
But yeah, it was so strange. I'm like, I looked up all these sets up on Brinklink and stuff, and I'm like, holy crap, these are going for a lot of money. I'm so glad that I have them, because I mean, nobody really wanted. The only 2 sets that I ever got in my childhood is this creator set that I have. It's the 3-in-1 beach house thing or whatnot.
I think you like that. I think Butt Shop, there's a good set, isn't it, mate? Let's take a look. Let's go. That is a nice looking house. I'm liking it. Oh, you're like a cavern of Lego where you are.
Yeah. So, and then like the top thing pops off here. So, of the patio and everything inside. So, it's a 3-in-1. However, I didn't like the builds on the other ones, and like any kid, you throw the instructions in the box out the first time you get it, like any kid does. So that's my 3-in-1, and it will always be that set because I don't have my instructions. So, and I have to dust it because it's so dusty.
Yeah.
I mean, so gross. But
well, that is the thing with Lego, isn't it? It does. It's like a magnet for dust. It is, folks. It really is. Okay, cool. My God, you just completely blown my mind with some fabulous sets there from back in the day. To Tanya, I don't even think he was born when some of those ones came out.
I mean, I had one girl out of everything. I didn't have all these fancy girls or horses or anything. This was my one girl that I had. Simple.
It's a different world back then.
Different world. You can see, hold on. You can see right over there. It got stuck, so I had to actually use my teeth. That's why it's chewed off. That's why the hair's chewed off.
All right, I just thought she had a terrible fringe.
No, I mean, old. And so, I mean, that's literally what I played with.
Having hair pieces come a long way, folks.
Yeah.
Anyway, Solo, you look like you've nodded off. What's going on?
Nah, sorry. I'm doing a bit of thumbnail work.
Are you rolling up a cigarette or something?
I don't smoke, man.
That we know of.
Bit of thumbnail work. You must have done about 7 by now.
No, I'm slow, man. I can't.
See what, folks, you want to see some weird thumbnails? I tell you, this is a public warning. Look at them in the morning or early afternoon because they'll give you nightmares. They will, folks. Solo brick builders thumbnails. They're crazy. They are. I've never known a person be able to pull such strange thing. I mean, look at this one. Look, where did that come from?
That's brilliant. I love that one.
That is a really good one, actually. That is probably one of my favourites. The other ones
Yeah.
are normally got some strange arm action going on, but that one actually looks like it was professionally done. So, did you get your wife to do that or something?
No. That was just something I started. I probably started that one on the Sunday, and I was just kind of messing around with Photoshop, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I was just trying to make it a little bit more professional looking. I was just like playing around with different tools that was got on there. I was like, cool, I'm gonna run with that one, see how it goes. So it's like, yeah, just copied the picture from Lego Worlds, the game, which if anyone's played that, it's all right. And then just dunked my head on top of it and just like tried cutting it out. But it's obviously getting the hand try and go through the head as well. That was a bit tricky, especially if someone's not very artistic. So.
Well, no, you are artistic though. You got the ideas. It's just executing stuff can be a little bit more difficult.
It's both. I'm not artistic and I'm rubbish at executing it. So it's a laugh though. That's ultimately what it came down to. It's just a little bit of a gag fun now.
Indeedy. Oh, good stuff. Now then, Mr. Elder, there is a story going around that you got a particularly good deal with this Technic crane of yours. Now, don't get me wrong, at the moment, it looks like a technical nightmare, what you're doing there. That does not look stream friendly. At least not, you would never host a stream doing that, would you? Tell us the story behind the Matt Elder crane.
Okay, well, I'd originally gone onto John Lewis's website, and there was a set there which was on sale, so I purchased it. Everything was going along fine. It comes up. I was having it delivered to a local waitress. It's like, okay, tomorrow it'll be delivered. And usually at about 4 o'clock, they send you a text message saying, hey, it's been delivered and come and get it. 5 minutes before 4, I get a message saying it's been delayed. And it's like, okay. So I waited a couple of days, still nothing. Then went onto their website, still nothing. Waited another couple of days. About a week later, still had nothing. So I gave their customer service a call, which was basically one of those things where you get bounced from department to department to department. And nobody seemed to know what delayed meant. It's like, oh, we don't know what that is.
What's your SLA?
It's like, oh, we'll have to ring the store and find out. It's like, well, okay. So the usual sort of thing, people get back to you, they don't get back to you, so you got to ring them back up again. Eventually somebody said, oh, look, we can see we've been messing you around quite a bit. We'll do you a favor and just refund it. And it's like, well, thanks. So either give me the set or, I can have my money back. And they're like, oh, we'll get the store to give you a call back later and find out what's going on. So, of course, none of that ever happened. So they were kind enough then to send like a little survey thing, which you sometimes get, and you go through and you fill that out. And by that stage, by the time I filled it out, I was quite frustrated with the whole thing. So I managed to actually get the email address of the CEO of John Lewis. So I popped him the email, somewhat trying to be constructive and say, hey, look, this is what's happened. This is where all your processes have failed. This is where this has gone wrong. This is where this is going wrong. So about a day later, I get a response back from, I guess it's his secretary. He's been handed the email, and from the sounds of it, basically being told to make it right. So initially they were going to do a goodwill gesture of basically the sale price. And I was sort of like, look, I've spent quite a bit of time chasing this around and whatever. I'm not really sure that's the best thing. Can you just pass the message back to the CEO guy? And at that point you could see that she really didn't want to do that. So it's basically like, well, look, is there another set? And we could probably do it for about 80% off. And it's sort of like, yeah, actually there is. So that became this one, which, after a lot of messing around, got it. And so it was a very good price in the end.
Oh, did you get something like a 50% off or something like that?
No, 80% off.
Wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, and had to, because this one allegedly is going to be retiring quite soon. So yeah, at that point in time, the Millennium Falcons weren't in stock, so that was a bit of a disappointment because 80% off that would have been quite nice.
Yeah. Oh god. That would have been amazing.
So,
80% on a Millennium Falcon. Oh, I'd have some of that. So are you talking? Actually, you talking UCS Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 80% off that. That makes it actually quite probably the same price as a playset Millennium Falcon. 80% off.
The way those ones are, yeah. So
that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Could you imagine that? So, talking of Millennium Falcon, Solo, are you still thinking of getting one? Because I was considering getting one this week. And I'm still waiting on something else that may happen that obviously you're aware of as well.
Hold your horses on that one.
Yeah, but I've still got this little thing ringing in my ear that says it's actually it's not one of the greatest builds. It's quite a mundane build.
Yeah, I think they just kind of built it to kind of go, look, this is how good a Lego set could be. Don't play with it though. You know, it's your typical UCS set, isn't it? You build them, they go on display, you don't touch them. I mean, like the A-wing, the engines are going to fall off as soon as you kind of just like breathe near them. Because while I was backstage, I started noticing that you better check your one. I started noticing that the engine up the back was actually starting to slide off its Technic pin. That's at the back. I was like, yeah. So I just had to just plug that back in again, and then the cockpit fell off. Because of course it would.
I don't know if that's the fault of Lego or the way you put it together. I'm not quite.
No, I just turned it upside down. It just kind of dropped off like that. Well, it's only held on by two.
It was not meant to be pulled upside down, is it?
Well, I sort of push the thing back on, and things start falling back off. But yeah, no, I'm definitely
back on.
Bash it back on. But no, I think the Millennium Falcon, as an achievement of what it is, I think it's definitely a set that I'm definitely going to pick up. But yeah, I've definitely got some information for you that you might be interested in, and then just let me know.
Fabulous. Feel free to put it in the private chat. Or message me on Instagram.
I'll message you.
Okay. Well, look, folks. Like all my good friends here, most of them you'll find them on Instagram in some way, shape, or form. Certainly, Matt's always on there, and Sai and Solo, and I'm on there. Brix is always on there as well.
Yeah.
Giving us updates on how many subscribers he's got from which is awesome. And everyone's on there, folks. So if you want to know details of people's channels, actually, I might have to update with one or two of you, maybe LandOfSweet, actually. But yeah, you'll find everybody's details down in the description below, folks. And please do check them out, because everybody on the panel tonight is an absolutely wonderful person, and they're great YouTubers. That's why they're here, folks. I'm having to pay through the eyeball to get everybody on this panel, I tell you. But yeah, no, it's great to have them here. And of course, check out each other's as well. Brix Build, who's he's out there in the chat tonight, folks. He does some great stuff with trains. He really does. And Lego Porg and everybody out there. Tek Productions, he does some cool stuff. And so too does Sands as well. We've got someone new in the chat, actually. I think he's new anyway. He's a name I am unfamiliar with. The name of Daniel Fraby. Heading off right now. Cheers all, and have a good evening. Daniel, thank you for popping by. I really appreciated you being here, my friend. It was great to meet you and have you here. And please do check out any of our friends' channels. Tonight.
That's the one I was talking about, Greg. That's my oldest son.
Okay. Remind him later to subscribe to everybody. So anyway, talking of which, the sorting teacher, the god of sorting Lego. Show it. Can you pop your camera on how much Lego you're actually sorting at the moment?
Yeah, just a sec. This is how much I've washed so far.
Washed? Would you get in the bath with it or something? How did you wash it?
Imagine trying to get up and stepping on something in the bathtub.
Well, unfortunately, I had a little accident yesterday because I bought my daughter has one of these bags for putting delicate washing in, and I stole that bag from her and filled it with Lego and put it in the dishwasher, and it worked. So the next day I went down and I bought 3 more of these bags, but this time I filled all 3 bags with Lego, tied it inside a bed sheet, and put it in the washing machine. Unfortunately, the zipper on one of the bags broke,
Oh no!
and I had Lego inside
In the
my washing
bag.
machine. Not to be recommended.
No, not good for the story. I wouldn't have thought.
No.
Oh, what a fantastic story, though. But yeah, so what did you manage to get all the Lego out? I mean, the studs. I tell you what, folks, the studs get everywhere they can.
I believe there are still a few bricks and small plates stuck in the filter somewhere.
All I can say is I hope you got a little trip near you. So yeah, no, cool story, my friend. I'm loving it. And have you actually made much headway into this this humongous amount of Lego that you've purchased?
Not really, because I had some other Legos I bought at a flea market that I had to sort first.
Oh my God.
So,
Punishment, this bloke. It really is.
So just as a guesstimate, when do you think you're targeting to be sorted all the way through it? Is it like Christmas or beyond?
I'm guessing 4 months from now.
4 months. Merry Christmas. That's all I can say to that. God, imagine that, folks. It's going to be Christmas soon. We're all going to be building.
If you sorted a kilogram a day.
I'm sorting all sorts of things. So here's the thing. This is what I did today, right, folks? I literally got a box full of minifigures. Like, they're good minifigures as well. We're talking like Ahsokas and all them sort of things. Really good figures. There's some lovely ones in there, actually. I should have just kept them here, actually, to show you what they were. Anyway, and so I thought, right, let's do the Star Wars pile first. And so what I did was, I catalogue everything that I've got. I don't go down to the brick level, folks, because I've got a life to lead. But I go down. I like to know what sets I've got, maybe how much I paid for them as well, and also what particular figures that I've got. At least loose ones that I buy anyway. If I categorize it by the set, then I include the figure names in it as well. So the loose figs though, it just takes ages. You've got to research sometimes what those particular figures are, and then you kind of type it all in and stuff like that. And thank goodness there's a Brix set website. And then what else do I do? And then you put it in a bag, and then you write the number very quickly on the bag, and then you just put it in a big box full of other minifigs, really, of that style. But is anyone in the panel got a style? I mean, Titanium, you've got way too many Ninjago figures. I mean, how do you catalog it? Do you categorize it, or
I use Brickset, and I've got like all my main ones sorted. I've got a bin full of extras too. I'd show you guys, but I'm not at home.
I know you've got is a Zane head to talk about.
Yeah, I've got a Zane head and a few other things.
That's all you need, folks, to get onto this stream. I tell you, just a minifigure head, and boom, you're in. It's as simple as that. It really is. Solo looks like he's nodded off again. He's one of these blokes. Whenever he's focusing on something, it just looks like he's nodded off. I'm surprised your tongue going out or something like that.
What you can't see the camera to pick up, there's drool coming out my mouth. I lose all motors. Everything goes to my eyes. I can only do one thing at a time. So every now and again, you might see a prod go up against my head. My wife just reminded me to breathe.
Oh, such is the stimulus of our conversations tonight. Right?
No, I'm just sorting a few things out for work. So it's all good.
That's cool, man. So Brix Studios, how goes there on the bed at the moment? What's going on? What's going down?
Not much. Sorting some Lego 1x2 base plates.
Oh, okay. Are you watching us?
Yeah.
Turn that around so I can see what.
Looking at the chat and everything.
If I do that, look, I'll tell you what. There's not much lag between you and me. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. There he is. Anyway, that's cool. I'm liking it. So, well, what are you thinking of using those base plates and those green bricks for? Are you going to be doing some photos with them or something like that? What's going on?
I use them for like the grass and stuff on my city.
Oh, okay, cool. And have you got any thoughts on this new road system that Lego I hear are coming out with?
Yeah, I don't know. I get it because I like doing it the way I like doing it. Like me and Dr. McBrick, we both do it the same way pretty much, make our own roads.
Oh, I see. Very good. And what do you got on your t-shirt, by the way? I can't quite make out what it's meant to be. It just looks like, unless have you been decorating or something and you got paint on you? What is it?
What?
On your t-shirt, what's the design?
Oh,
is it a Lego design?
No, here, I'll change the camera. It's the Michigan.
Oh,
the
what's that?
It's the UP and then the mitten for Michigan.
Oh, I see. It looks like, is it me? Right? But it looks like, I don't know really. It looks like it looks like that puppet. You know the hand puppet from Empire Strikes Back. It comes out the ground. It's chasing the Millennium Falcon. It looks like that. It's just the things I see. It looks good though. I like it. Nice stuff. Very nice. And yeah, it's a fine pine bed you've got there, my friend. But yeah, so LandOfSweet. What are you? What's going down? What's going on there in front of us? You're building a.
I am building the mill. So it's the windmill on here.
Ah, fantastic! There we go. Brilliant. It's one thing I've never built is a windmill.
Yeah, actually, it moves. It has that Technic moving to it.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. Now, if you was Matt Elder, you'd be motorising that. You would be. And somehow,
I'm so bad with Technic.
Don't worry. So are all we as well. Don't worry about that. But I just say that though. Solo and Matt are probably the most Technic people on this channel, but Matt does pretty well. I mean, Matt, what are you doing with your tumbler that you built last week? Was you happy with that?
Yeah. Actually, just have it back here. So, sorry about the noise. That's one of the 20-odd bags for the steps.
So someone eating crisps, didn't it? In the supermarket?
Yeah, drop that on the floor and walk on it.
Yeah, look at that, folks. It's a beast. It's an absolute beast. Anyway, enough about Matt. Look at the Lego set.
So it's
honestly, Matt, that is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really interesting. When obviously did the 1989 Batmobile recently, and I mean this was 6 years ago now. So you can really tell that they've come along a bit. Because this has got like a lot of sort of wingy type pieces on it, and it all feels like, just like that. It's just come straight off. It's pretty fragile in that regard. So even just touching that's come off. But yeah, it was a nice, interesting build, and they've managed to capture the essence of what it is quite well. So that's great, and it's quite heavy. I'd probably say it's about the same weight as the 89 Batmobile as well.
Oh, I love the 1989 Batmobile. I love that behind me next week, folks. Honestly, I love it. Honestly, I don't love it as much as Brick Hive does. Brick Hive, if you're listening to this, and I know you always try and tune in on a Friday afternoon at work, if there's one set we love, it's the 1989 Batmobile, folks. In fact, I only finished it last week. It took me about 6 months to think that. I put the wheel on it last week, and that was it. I kind of officially finished it. Where are those figures? Where are they? Over here. Look at this, folks. Look at these figures. These figures are absolutely, well, they're good.
Gorgeous.
They are. So, was you in character then?
Gorgeous, darlings. Gorgeous.
There we go. Look. There we go. We've got ourselves Talking of Batman, then, what do we all think of the Batwing? Then, are we all going to be getting that on day one? Do we know if there's going to be a gift with purchase with that? Because if it comes out, I might stream that on that particular Saturday or something like that. Because it's only 1,800 pieces, folks. So I should knock that out in about 4 hours if all goes well. But what about you, Solo? What's your deal with the new Batwing? Because you like big sets and stuff like that.
Oh, I love it. I love the look of that. I mean, especially that you can actually come pre-made that you can put on the wall as well. That iconic, like as it goes up over the moon. That looks brilliant. That is just made to put like a moon shape behind it, isn't it? It looks really good. I'm gonna get Batmobile first of all, though. Gotta get that. Oh god, do we know how much it is yet?
£180.
180, yeah.
It's a bit cheaper. Yeah. It is a bit cheaper. Oh god, I'm being.
What's going on there?
She's blowing out a candle. Why are you posting?
Don't let him drink that. Blimey.
It's just spilled everywhere.
Oh, there you go. Get it on the carpet. Oh, look at that. God, don't do that at home, folks. Anyway, this is a pre-Halloween show.
Yeah.
Solo, what does it smell of? And I'm talking about the candle.
I think. Is it raspberry?
You got some wax on your nose now.
He's walked off. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. It's all bad enough. I haven't got a clue. No idea. I've just spilled more all over my desk. It's
a mess. You can't even trust him with a candle.
Oh, look, I've got more over my head.
Honestly, folks.
But yeah,
what are we going to do with him, folks? Anyway, talking of Halloween, we'll be doing a Halloween stream, folks, at 4 p.m. UK time on Halloween for a few hours. Oh, here we go. Look, we've got LandOfSweet is flexing some windmill. I can't think of anything funny to say, to be honest. There we go.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too.
Have you built it before? Because it looks really
cool. Oh. First time.
Beautiful. Did you get that set from a friend of yours, or did you just into buying all the sets? Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, there we go. We've got some action going. Oh, look, that's a Poe.
Pew pew pew.
I like that jumper. That's pretty cool. Have you got the Darth Vader? Oh, I like it.
I like
it. I saw. That's brilliant. I saw Brix from one of those the other day.
Oh, it's so cool.
Chris, have you got the Darth Vader, the Christmas Darth Vader?
Yeah, I do. It's right here.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh god.
It's the best one.
Yeah.
Vader wearing a woolly jumper. I mean, that's crazy.
Out of interest, is this Halloween going to be this Halloween stream? Is it going to be fancy dress as well? Is it?
No, yes. That's what we can do. If you want, Hive stream's going to be fancy dress. We can do that. Oh my lord! Look at that. Look, that's enough to give you a nightmare. What? Can you see that?
Sorry. Yeah, it's got mesh glass on it. It's getting a bit hot in here though. So.
Thanks for the wax fingers. Now, LandOfSweet. Did you just had a Yoda?
Yeah, the creepy Yoda.
Yeah.
Where it didn't have any face printing.
Like the old 2000 Yoda, that is. That's all.
You want to see a creepy Yoda? You want to build the buildable figure version of him? This is what creepy that is. Crazy eyes, crazy.
Crazy eyes.
Here's that. There he is. He's nodded off again. Oh, there he is. He's away.
No, I'm picking the wax off my phone.
Oh, have you got a screen cover on it?
Yeah, lucky enough. But yeah, it's kind of gone a bit everywhere.
Do what WoodShopTeacher did. Put it in the washing machine. That's all. Yeah.
I've already done that with one of my phones. It didn't last.
All right. What we got down on here? What we look at? Is that a zombie?
No, it's Squidward from SpongeBob.
Is it? Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Was Sesame Street unveiled today? Did I see?
Yeah,
It was leaked.
Yeah.
There's a Dio. Oh, he's dropped it. Look, don't you think it just looks like a hairdryer?
Yeah.
It's a blooming hairdryer, I tell you. Anyway, what was that you was just blowing on?
A zombie.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
That is
one, yeah.
Zombie Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
It's the same hairpiece as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I tell you, a good hairpiece. I've got it here. Anyway, I built this yesterday. So I built during the backlog live stream, folks. I built this. Look, this is pretty cool. And what's nice about this particular minifigure, seeing as we're all flexing minifigures now. Here we go. So she comes with a really cool mug. It was zoom in. There we go. Oh, no, back again. And no, there it is. So it's a marshmallow. There's a burning marshmallow, but her hairpiece is pretty cool because look at the gold in it. It's got a nice bit of gold. My wife's a redhead, and she likes gold as well, so that's pretty nice, isn't it? So maybe I'll do a sig fig of her, or something like that, folks. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Mayor of Londinian.
Yeah, the mayoress. The mayoress. Oh, did they call them mayoresses? Brix, did I just see you with one?
Yeah.
Is there anything you haven't got on your bed at the moment? Because everything we're talking about, you seem to have something connected to it.
Hey, Ben, with lots of
there we go. No. And then flexing his boxes as well. What's it with all you lot with your 25 kilogram boxes? I'm going to flex some grey. I've got some. How about this then for how about this for a plate? Look at that. That's a good one. You think that track I used on the Instagram? I used that because of this. Work it in. Oh, what we've got going on there? Well, I'll start with the lady first. What's that she's holding in her hand?
That's
A
cool.
slushy.
It's a milkshake. Is it?
Just a slushy. It could be a milkshake.
Okay. She looks like she rides horses.
Well, yeah, it doesn't go with it, but
Okay. Is that your sig fig?
no, my sig fig is.
I know what your sig fig is, and that's a Friends doll.
Ugh, gross.
It's the fringe.
It's the fringe, the half-eaten hair.
Fringe doll. I like it. That's cool. Yeah, bespoke. It's kind of customized. So I've got a question for everyone. Talking of customizations,
Exactly.
so I say we come get 1 minute and we'll be back on Jay. Don't worry. What's he doing there? He's crazy. He is. All right, keep your Sith troopers to yourself for a second, Brix Studio. Here's a question for everyone out there in Chatland and on the panel. Right, so this is meant to be Mocktober. Tek, if you're out there, we need you on this. So this is Mocktober. Now I'm thinking I'm too late to the party for doing my own mock on this this month, folks. But what I'm thinking of doing is building something that someone else has designed. So it's kind of their mock and building that. Does that count as Mocktober? I suppose at least I could give them the credit and all that. It looks like he's eating cornflakes, doesn't it? Look.
That's a big
I wonder what Brix Studio looks like eating cornflakes. There you go. It's a good rough idea.
How much cornflakes does he eat? Christ,
barrels of the stuff. That's crazy. I like the Sith Troopers thing. Okay. Here we go. Let's have a cornflakes update from Titanium J52, shall we?
Oh yeah. I still haven't finished it.
Look, he even double sealed it, folks. He's that conscientious.
Yeah, the bag ripped.
Yeah. And that happens to me all the time with tea bags. That does. It's a nightmare. But yeah, all right. Show us some J. Oh, look at them shoulder pads. It's like something out of the 80s.
Yeah, JZX 2012. I got a Nia to go with it. She's from 2015, but I thought they matched well.
Oh, see, that's Mia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always recognise her because she wears claret and blue, which is the colours of my favourite West Ham team. I'm glad it does, Tek, because I ordered my last bits today for the mock that I'm doing. I can't wait, actually, because I think it's actually going to be a humdinger. I'm liking that. That's the skull saucer, isn't it?
Yep.
Cheers, Paul. Yeah, I like that skull on there. I think that skull looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. All right, Tek Productions, you actually inspired me to get into reviewing, Greg. So I'm going to review some mocks. All right, good man. Tom, I think you'd be brilliant at it, mate. I really do. Is that Cole or is that?
It's General Cryptor.
General who?
Cryptor.
I don't know him. Cryptor. What?
He was season 3. One of the main villains.
I never did get to season 3. I kind of went 1, 2, watched the last couple, and watched the movie.
He's one of my favorites, so I bring him along when I go to college.
Okay, nice. And how many figures did you take to college with you?
Other than I have these 2 as well, Garmadon and the Overlord, both legacies.
Yeah.
And then, so that's 6 of them, plus I have my Sig Fig, so that's 7. Those are the ones I brought with me. But then I also had the 501st one, because I got that set while I was here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's literally, see all that box of Lego there, folks? That would literally take me days and days. He's even putting more in it. You can't put enough in it. Quick question for you, WoodShopTeacher. Did you ever get any Lego bits stuck in your beard, like days on end or something? Not notice it.
Hasn't happened yet. I've got my beard stuck between 2 bricks, building one of the modular ones. You can discover when that happens.
Oh, dear, imagine that, folks. Oh, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? That and lifts. You get into an elevator or a lift or something like that, and the door closes. You get in it. Imagine that. It's an accident waiting to happen, folks. It really is. So, Solo, are you building anything tonight? Or are you?
Yeah, I was supposed to be. I was expecting my Amazon package to turn up, but it hasn't arrived. I mean, it could go. I still get here by 9 o'clock, but I ain't gonna get it finished by then. It was gonna be my Sith Trooper, my Sith Lego art one that I bought. So, yeah. I was really looking forward to building that. It says it was dispatched this morning at 8 o'clock. I was like, right, cool. It hasn't turned up. So,
okay.
Yeah, really annoyed. So I might build a polybag instead in a minute. But this polybag ain't going to take.
Build a polybag.
That's
like giving up, folks. That is. That's one step away from doing a fold back. That one. No, actually, you know what? There's some really good 4-packs out at the moment. The magazines are brilliant. Oh God! Of course, he had to have a polybag, didn't he? To hang. His bed is installed in a toy shop, folks. That's what it is.
Your bed, it must be as bad as mine.
No, nobody's bed could be as bad as yours.
I don't know. He's literally pulling out stuff. I swear to God, he must be lifting up the mattress under the pillow.
I mean, my set was supposed to come the 6th. I got it on the 1st. So, I mean, maybe that's why yours is late.
Damn you, Lego LandOfSweet.
I was meant to get my magazine yesterday. I was meant to get the new minifigures visual dictionary. I got an email saying, yeah, we've got loads of stock. Don't worry, just order it. Boom, you get it the next day. Oh, okay, great. And they said, we're out of stock.
The most annoying part that I actually had, that my Star Wars Squadrons actually turned up today from Amazon, but my Lego art didn't. And I ordered Star Wars Squadrons today.
Now, this Squadrons, sorry, I'm going to pick your brains about that, because in a minute, folks, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea, and secondly, that's a hint to my wife if you're watching, and secondly, I'm going to go and get the set that I bought this week that I absolutely love, and I'm going to share it with you. The only thing is, I got it from Argos, and Argos being Argos, folks, I didn't even put it in a box. They didn't even put it in a bag. Right? They just put it bang, straight on it. But what I will say, it's a very cheap set. So while I'm gone, I'm going to leave you in the very uncapable hands of Solo Brick Builder and Sly.
I don't think you could have. I think you picked the 2 worst people there.
Matt and LandOfSweet. Try and keep them in line, will you? They're like crazy frogs. They are.
I mean, It shouldn't be too hard to handle. It's 1.5 men.
Darn.
I'll be back in a minute.
The biggest question I'm going to ask now is who's the half man?
You.
Oh, of course it'll be me.
The one on the bottom.
Yeah, you, Darren.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to sit in.
So
And
yeah.
yeah, right. So we just went silent. So should we just sit here and be silent for the next 5 minutes while he's out?
Greg, kick our asses.
Yeah.
Well, if he's got something downstairs, maybe you should tell him to bring an order up or something.
Mm. Oh, I could eat. I could eat. Despite I've just had a whole pizza to myself, I could still eat.
Still go with something.
Yeah. We have Brix Star Wars Boy 10 in the house. Hello. Boys in the house. Tek saying burn it all.
Jesus.
So, has anyone seen the Sesame Street leaks? What do we think?
I like it.
Cool.
I don't like Oscar. Have you seen Oscar? Oscar is basically a head on top of a bin. He better be a minifigure. But from what I've seen, it's just a head on top of a garbage can.
It
Wait,
doesn't.
he comes out of the garbage can, though.
Huh?
He does come out of the garbage can sometimes, so
Yeah, it'd be cool if they had a bigger garbage can for him to come out of, though.
yeah.
I doubt it though. I bet it just will be a minifigure's head stuck in.
I know it doesn't look good though. I think that's the only thing. I liked everything, and then I saw him in the background. And I was like, oh, for God's sake, he better be a minifigure. Realistically, you never see the bottom part of him, so that is a good point. LandOfSweet. So maybe that's why they went that way.
It could
I
be
think that, and also to the price point, because it's about 120 American.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you look at they've done quite a number of molds heads for all the other characters and Big Bird and everything too. So I would imagine part of the budget's been spent on other things.
Yep.
Yeah, which is kind of that whole set is basically like a complete opposite direction to what everything Lego Ideas is. It's like no new figures, no new molds, no new this, and it's just everything on it's basically brand new.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like all the figures, all the molds are all brand spanking new molds. Every last one of them, new prints, everything, and it's just like I get the prints. All right, they do new prints for Lego Ideas, but not on torsos. Generally, torsos are like what we've already got. So it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm just looking at him now. At some dude that's doing the leaks. Bert and Ernie look good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're all new molds, and apparently they got new parts in there as well for that set, especially for that set as well. So, which is rather interesting. But it doesn't.
Matt, did you say that you've seen Big Bird in there?
Yeah, he's off to the. I thought he was off on the one which I saw on the right.
Yep.
Oh, I can only see the figures in this video.
Yeah, Big Bird is there.
Oh yeah, no, that's the initial one. There's been a second one which has like a full shot of the whole set.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing it now. I tell you what, I think it looks good. It'll fit right into some city somewhere, won't it?
Yeah.
I think Big Bird looks right. Legondon, folks. It'll be Legondon. Don't worry about that. And the Count's even there. I think it looks good. I like it. But I think Bert looks a bit small. But anyway, yeah, I'm liking that. Day one, maybe a day one purchase, folks. Who knows? But do we know when it's out?
You know what I want? I want them to figure out their whole manufacturing on why they cannot get the stinking T-shirts or whatever, those T-shirt lines with the
the skin opacity on it.
The skin is always so off.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're terrible. Like if I'm paying $5 for a minifig, it better have the same color as the head.
Yeah, Lego's had a real problem with that for years now.
Yeah, that happened, doesn't it? Especially when they print stuff on different.
Yeah,
colours.
I mean, because the thing is, I was looking at my 99 Han Solo that I've got, and I'll tell you what, despite the prints look basic on it, but like his neck skin is so much more better. It really is. It's a lot better than what it is now. I mean, it is nice, crisp, like color that he had on it, and now, I mean, I've got a Han Solo here, And it's the same problem that you have there. I don't know if the camera's going to focus in on it or not. Probably not, but also line's pretty terrible. But yeah, the skin's all wrong around here. So yeah, it's pretty terrible.
That's one of the first ones, isn't it? Is that the first solo?
Nah, this is one out of the cantina. Out of my knockoff, not knockoff, my budget cantina. It's not really a budget cantina, it's still
okay, they're worth about 120 quid there, those are.
Yeah, it can do. Yeah, I haven't actually looked to see how much they've gone lately, but yeah, I think it has dropped in price since the UCS versions come out. I have seen them go like box opened, obviously, for about 80 quid. So, yeah, it's definitely well worth set to pick up, you know, because it does come with some really cool minifigures if you haven't got them already.
I mean, the thing with the Master Builders UCS set, it's just ginormous. It's absolutely massive. I mean, it's like this big when it's all folded up together. Oh, what's it got going on there? What's this?
So this was Lady Iron Dragon from the Lego Ninjago movie, and you see that yellow printed on that black head.
Yeah,
that looks real nice. Here's what it actually looked like.
Nah. Yeah, I know a minifigure that was like that. Yeah. It was god awful, and I think it was in an Overwatch set. It was absolutely horrific.
Yeah, and I got her in 2 sets, and it was the same in both.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the one with the shuttle. I'm not big on my Overwatch set, but yeah, it was.
Was it May?
Sorry,
it was May or somebody, wasn't it?
Something like that. Yeah. Her face was just god awful. It was terrible. It's just, oh my god. That was. I mean, it was a gorgeous set, but it was the worst part. The nicest figure as well had the worst face. It really was terrible. I think it wasn't the one.
So, what do we reckon of Lego ideas then this week? Because it's been a humdinger of a week from that lot, hasn't it?
I think it's the sort of thing where I always put my hat on in terms of how can they get more shelf space in stores which they don't currently have, and the globe sort of makes sense because you can get that in other random places which wouldn't necessarily be toy stores. A lot of the other things, I think there's either an issue with the license, like I'm a bit surprised about the Tesla not getting through. I would have thought that would have been a bit of a no-brainer. But a lot of the other builds, like they're really nice builds, but you can just sort of see Lego would do their version through either their modulars or just general sets. So
I'm actually starting to notice a little trend with Lego ideas. It's almost like they're taking a step back from like trying to find licensing for them. Yeah, it's like looking at a lot of sets that they've been coming out with, aside from Sesame Street, seems to be all kind of
Well, having said that, the Sonic one is sort of in a holding pattern. I would imagine they're trying to figure out whether or not they can do that or how that conflicts with Nintendo. Would you think that would just be just like, oh well, we might just get a license from Sega then and just make a whole wave out.
They also have Defender Stratocaster coming out too.
Yeah, but that was off something different. I mean, the interesting thing that makes it out is that you only had 1 in 26 that got through, maybe 2. The next one's got 35, which have gotten through. If they only pick up 1 or 2 out of that, then people are going to start looking at Lego ideas, and it's sort of like, well, what's the point trying to do all this and get it all the way through when your chances of getting through are so minimal? So it's going to be an interesting one to see how Lego respond to this, because if they're not careful, people will sort of get turned off it. Because if you only had 1 or 2 come out of the next round of 35, then that would be like 2 or 3 out of 60.
Yeah, that's not good. Sometimes they've had like 8 and they've taken like 3 of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, should we take a little look at them, folks? Let's see if I can share the screen. Let's go to Lego Ideas, shall we?
I mean, it's interesting. It's come off the back of, what was it, a week or 2 ago, they're re-releasing the Ship in the Bottle and the Saturn V. So it does make you wonder if those have taken up a few slots, or they sort of went, this time round we're not getting too many through, so we might need to buffer out the ideas ranks.
I must admit, the globe will look really nice to the Ship in the Bottle. It really will look nice. So
I tell you where you'll find the globe being sold. It's places like Fortnum and Masons and places like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe that's what Lego's plan is. Maybe they're just trying to branch into newer shops. I'm gutted though that train didn't get through, the Queen train. Oh,
I mean, let's take a quick look at it. The one I really wanted to get through, folks. Let me know what you guys and girls think out there in the chat. I wanted Chitty Chitty Bang Bang to get through.
Oh
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, man.
I think
Brilliant.
the thing with that though is that it was a good build and everything like that. For them to do it justice, they'd have to do it in chrome parts or something like inexpensive print, which I think they probably looked at and just gone, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, but with all those chrome parts, I mean, the guy that did it, he designed it in such a way that he showed it off with normal grey bricks, with satin bricks, and obviously the chrome bricks as well. But yeah, what other sets are there that we like, folks? I mean, I like that big robot there at the bottom. You know who that is, though. It's from the book, isn't it?
Is that the Iron Giant one?
Yes, the Iron Giant, him. But that one I thought was a really nice build, but borders on being a mech. And then, but the one I really wanted to get out there was the Knight Rider kit. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
but hasn't they? Didn't they have a Knight Rider go through a couple ago, which didn't get in? I thought.
I remember. I don't think Knight Rider was one of them because I was still covering this when I did the LBB News, and I've done the LBB News for months. And but I don't know. It's just I just get a bit bored with. It's like modulars never get picked neither, and you sort of think, well, if you don't ever pick modulars for ideas, then why let people go and do it? Whereas they could design something, and go somewhere else to make Lego modulars. Maybe they should do a side one where an extension to all this Lego ideas, whereby they have something just for Lego modulars or something like that, because they never seem to get picked. Which I think
wasn't there that fishing shack? I know it's not a pure modular in that respect.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a pure modular. So it still said there's still the thing out there that modulars never seem. Oh, here we go. Blimey, anybody think we planned this?
I know, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I got a discount for this damage. So I got a discount on it.
Yeah, you would do. I mean, it's a beautiful set. I know Greg from Brix likes it. What do you reckon? Have you built it, Si? Is it pending?
It's pending, yeah, it's pending. But I have a plan for my modular kind of builds, so stay tuned.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to talk about that. Really good searching stuff because I think it's Monday actually. Monday, talking of IKEA, I get my tables come for the sitting. So and then what I'm going to do is just start building modulars here, there. Maybe I'll do a modular a month or something like that, or maybe build some in the background and do that. But I might do the odd live stream on a Saturday or something like that. I don't know. I try and keep my streams down to a bare minimum, folks. It's only because I enjoy doing London calling so much, but I do one or two other ones as well. But I don't know. The thing is, with a modular, I either just build it, but that takes up a lot of time. I'd rather maybe I'll do a speed build of it. Let me know, guys and girls out there in the chat, what would you like to see? Would you like to see me do live streams building a modular, or would you like me to do, say, maybe I won't bother doing reviews because they're kind of been all done really, but maybe a speed build of a modular. Obviously, when I do speed builds, folks, I don't just throw a camera on it and just build it quickly and boom, that's it. I try and throw in all sorts of other bits and pieces with it all as well. But let me know your thoughts about that down either in the comments or of course in the chat itself. But guys, I tell you, so let me show you this set that I bought this week. This is something I got. So to console myself with not getting the Lego trainers this week, I got this. I got this for nearly 50% off. Look at that. Newbury High School, folks. How about that for a set? That's a good one, isn't it? Eh? So this normally retails here in the UK, I think, if I'm right in saying, for £120, and managed to pick it up for a mere 64. But of course, Argos being Argos, they're very good for the environment, folks, when it comes to boxes and plastic bags, because, well, frankly, they just don't use them. So a town hall in Legondon, or possibly a school as well. Who knows? Watch this space as well.
What is the sticker? Is that a postage sticker or something, or what? Or is it just the art?
It's the ID sticker.
It's the ID sticker.
Yeah, it's just the ID sticker, which is a bit
That
of a
might
pain.
peel off. That might peel off easily.
I think it will. But
Now you blame me.
no, it's coming off. It's coming off. That's good. Look at that.
I do have to comment that fishing store I love so much because you can really see how much stuff you can cram in there, and it really feels like you're getting the price what you're paying for all those pieces because they're all crammed in there. It's really great.
And then there's some of the windows that they have stickers on them as they're like kind of newspaper. But I ordered some of the upside down printed windows, so I'm just going to pop them into that and won't have to use any stickers.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good thinking there. Someone's using their noodle.
So, no, it's not Sai, is it? It's Solo. Solo, you're going to be doing a city, aren't you? But you're going to be doing a hidden side city.
I'm doing a hidden side city, yeah. Me and my missus have been drawing it all up. Got the trains going around all around the edges of it. If we can get the right size table and the right size. But yeah.
What sort of size? And how did you work it out? What was your approach to doing it?
Well, I've built mine around the train track. So the train is going to be all the way right around the edges of it. The train station is going to be at the back of it. So basically, we've just been like looking at people's custom stations. So I'll be looking at that and then trying to get a rough size of it. And then, basically we've been using Studio, and also my missus has been drawing it up as well with pen and paper. Just trying to work out how it's all going to be how we're going to work it out, because the castle is, it's going to be the focal point of the entire thing. That's why I've got three of the things now. So I'm going to be trying to turn that into a super castle. So that's going to be like the main focal point, and it's going to kind of like be like it's going to be like an infected area going into a more green and lush kind of area. That's kind of what it's going to be like. So it's going to be like a bleeding city, so to speak. So that's the plan. I've got loads of like dark bricks, because I've been speaking to Coconut as well, how to do mountain sides as well. Little bits like that, because I want the mountain to look infected as well. So then I need to get another one of those the Stranger Things sets, actually, because that's got some really cool, like especially the reverse or whatever they call it. That's got some really cool parts in that. So I might have really got to look on Brickleg a bit more. But that is coming soon. But it's until I get out of this place, I can't do anything yet. So at the moment, it's a drawing. It's all it is. It's a bloody drawing.
But that's kind of where it's got to start from. I mean, that's more than what I've done. I mean, I've got this thing in my head what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the tables out, but then I'm thinking, right, well, I need to just start building bits and pieces, and then just put them in, and then maybe I'll sort of start measuring that. But I do like what Brett's builds. I mean, Brett's, I will get around to it one day. I want to do a train track or something, rather, or maybe play around with some of the tech and play around with it a little bit.
One thing I'm definitely looking at more into is the Bluetooth. So if like you only got half a train track, bring it up to a stop and then it can go back. Just completely automate it. Just keep. I've also seen some really, really cool ones where you can actually have it completely automated, so it actually stops at the train station and then moves off from it. I don't know how techie you've got to be with that, but that looks really, really cool. It's got some cool technology there.
Yeah, Just Build It's come up with good ideas. It's London Bridge Bricks. Hey, Greg, what about making a new series called Modular Monday, where every Monday you do a floor and then you're kind of building a modular a month? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. The only thing is, though, if I only do one modular a month or one building a month, my Lego City is not going to get very big very quick. In fact, I'll be working at the pace of a council worker or something like that. All right, Gov, I'm going to lay 3 bricks, have a packet of fags, and then have a cup of tea, and then I'll go and have some lunch. It'll be that sort of thing.
Or something there, Greg.
They'll smoke cigarettes like this.
That would be great for streaming, though, because then, you've got 9 people standing around watching you.
Oh, yeah. You have a foreman. You have a foreman as well. Someone's hold the ladder for me, even if I'm not using it. But we see it. And don't get me started.
Actually, that is what Jacob from Brick Bakery, he did that. He made his Friday live streams. That was building a floor. of a modular.
Oh, was it? Maybe
Yeah.
I could do that on a Friday. Yeah, I reckon I could do, because that's what is a modular? About 1,500 bricks, isn't it? So it's not. 1,500 seems like a walk in the park, folks. But after building this great big beastly thing, so yeah, I could do that. I reckon I'd just do that. I could. But then, I'm not even made of bricks. Right? Look, I'm not even opening up these. I mean, Tek. If you're out there, Tek. If anyone watches Tek Productions, you'll see he's collecting these. I think. Am I right in saying that we only have them here in Sainsbury's in the United States?
Wow.
Is anyone else collecting these? I know Tek is, but I don't even know what you got to do with these things. They're like Lego cards. 4 cards. Shall I open one?
Yeah.
I'll open one up, should I?
Do it.
I'll be a little devil.
When they were out before, there was a collector's album, and you put them all into the collector's album. Did you see the album yet?
No, I was watching Tek's video, and he said they look like something about. Oh, this is quite cool, actually. There being they look like there was a manual of some sorts that you collect them with. Anyway, look, first figure I got, folks. I can't believe this. It's quite fun to collect. Look, it's a police officer.
Oh, it's shiny.
Yeah. Hit him in his pension. I don't know. What else we got in here? Oh, look, then go straight to America. Boom. I think it's America. Yeah, it's certainly not rounders. It's baseball. There we go. Bit of baseball action there. And what else we got going on here? We've got another copper. There's another copper. What's going on here? I'll have a police officer. Tek, if there's any of these you need, let me know. And then we've got this guy here who looks like he's like the poor man's Power Ranger. There we go. He's pretty cool. I'm liking that. So yeah, so Tek, can you explain to me what I've got to do with these things? Because all my family keep going, I've got Sainsbury's and I've got this for you. I'm like, well, I don't really collect them, but what should I do with them, Tek? I mean, what about you, Matt? Do you get these for your boys at all?
No, they're into Pokemon stuff at the moment. So
When is Pokemon gonna go? My God, I remember Pokemon
Never.
cards when I was. Oh my God!
it was funny when they took them into school earlier in the week, and then everyone got a message going, due to Corona, we can't have Pokemon cards come in anymore.
Oh, right.
Oh, I want that.
All right, I thought you were actually holding up then for a second the Pokemon book. Then holy cow!
That's the proper Lego stuff. Oh, I'm liking it. So
they had them in Denmark about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. What does that say on there?
A supermarket chain where when you shop there, you got those collector's cards.
Oh, I'm loving it. Pretty cool. What does it say on the front of that?
It says "Verden rundt," means around the world.
Fantastic. Awesome. Love that. There we go, folks. You're not here just to learn Lego, you're here to learn a new language as well. Danish. It's like the bacon. So yeah, what else we got? So Tek, we need Tek. Of all the weeks to not come on here, but I needed you to tell me what I'm doing with these things. I must have about 50 packs. Blimey, Tek, did you make a point now of just shopping in Sainsbury's? Every little helps. We've got Papa's Bricks in the house, folks. Fresh from Texas. Good to have you here, Papa. Hope you're well, and hope the weather's nice where you are as well. I used to watch Dallas as a kid, old J.R. Hewing and all that lot, and there's some shoulder pads on them there as well. And I used to love it. It was like the original soap opera. It was really back in the day. From what I can remember. Oh, can I see Victoria? Yay! Here we go. Victoria is in the house. Good evening. Sorry, I missed the start. You've missed all the best bits so far, Victoria. I'm only joking. Great to have you, Victoria. I tell you what I haven't watched recently. I haven't watched any Brick or anything like that, Victoria. Am I missing out on anything major? That's what I want to know. So you're a fellow patron as well. Any news? Oh, someone's just fallen out. Who was that?
Brix Studio.
Brix Studio. Oh, he's fallen out. He's either fallen out or maybe he's fallen asleep. Who knows? He's in bed after all. But yeah, 140 cards to collect. My word. Maybe. Back in the day when I used to collect football stickers, maybe we could do some swapsies, Tech. That could be a thing. But yeah, I'll open up some more, shall I? I mean, I get the sense that I'm doing some Legos tonight. Are you doing any thumbnail work? Because there's one thing I've tried to do before, Solo. If I've ever tried to do video work or anything like that, or anything creative, it really doesn't work when I'm on a stream. I just can't. My brain just can't split into doing two things.
That's why I've stopped. I just can't do it. And plus, apparently, it looks like I'm falling asleep. So I'm not.
It does. Well, she's quite good. I've got her, folks. She's all right, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a good supporter.
She's a good one. I'm liking her. What else we got in here? Oh, this is a pug. This is a pug. It looks like it wants to have a wee.
Which number is that?
That is number 103. Oh, here we go. Solo's giving us a preview of his. Prepare yourself, folks. It's normally a bit of a horror show in some house.
Awesome.
I got to be honest, you look quite. Well, I'm not going to say it, but I put it this way.
Looks like I need to go somewhere, perhaps.
Yeah. Do you remember those adverts, the T-Foul Men adverts?
Yeah.
Oh, Solo.
Who knows? I might have taken the picture there. So,
Solo, you. So, what's that for then? What have you done? Have you reviewed that canteen?
Yeah, so I've got 5 thumbnails that I've got to get worked on, but that's one of them anyway. So that's for. I don't know where
5? Have you actually done the? Oh, you dropped something.
I've just snapped the antenna off at the back there, but yeah, I've printed that off.
What happens? Right, what would happen if you dropped a minifigure in that candle?
Oh no!
Oh, he did it. Yeah. Ah, look at that. The candle's off.
Yeah.
The candle's off.
I tell you what, I wouldn't drop him in there for the world. I love this figure.
No, he's a good one. He's worth at least tenner. He's a good minifigure.
Yeah, he's a good figure. Yeah, I've got a couple of switch ones.
I got a couple of those because he came in the set with I think it was with a white one. I've got one with a black pauldron, a white pauldron, and an orange pauldron. And
yeah, I think it's Captain, Lieutenant, and Private. I think that was
Private Browsing Sal. Yep. Victoria's giving out lots of love out there. Good to have you here, Victoria. It really is. Tyrone Shepherd says, Victoria Fisher, hi, I hope you're having a good Friday so far. But yeah, let us know, folks, what you think out there about the new Batwing. I mean, for example, Solo, are you thinking of getting it, or Si, are you thinking of getting it, or are you waiting to see what the gift with purchase is, or because I've got £50 off my next purchase if I want to. And so for me, it would work out quite cheap, especially if it came with a gift with purchase. Because I'll be selling that, folks, I tell you, unless it's something I really, really want. Because all I ever want to collect, if it came with like an exclusive Batman figure or exclusive Joker, I keep it, right? I don't need another set, you see. I certainly don't need another set that doesn't come with a figure. So I'll probably just
I'm very interested to see if they do like they did with the Batmobile, have a mini version of the Batwing as well. Like they did with that. I think that'd be pretty cool. If actually have some sort of consistency.
I think it would, but I think because it's going to be like £40 cheaper, I don't think they're going to have as much margin in there to try to actually do that. But yeah, for me, that's the sort of thing with it. If it comes with a gift for purchase, then it's a day one. If it doesn't, it would be a subsequent one.
Yeah,
I understand the G-Man. And of course, it depends what the gift with purchase is, because if it's just a poly bag with like 60 pieces in it, I'm going to be about like, okay. I'm not really overly too fussed about that then. But yeah, what do you reckon, Matt? If it comes, oh, hold on, we got something. Oh, I didn't quite catch what you said there, but it sounded like he was happy. I'm looking at it. I'm liking it. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. Is it meant to be a barn?
Yeah, it's half the barn.
Okay,
I have to do the other half.
LandOfSweet, can you show us, or Lost? I don't want to call you Lost because that sounds like something negative to say that. It's like the opposite of win. Can you show us the box? Because I want to see what it looks like when you've actually done it. Oh. Now be mindful, the cat might be in it. Let's have a look. See, I like that. That could fit straight into a modular. I'll tell you what I've got, folks. I've got a really old set from around 2011. It's called the log cabin. Really, they should call it the plastic cabin. But anyway, it looks good. I like that. And it's a cool set.
Yeah.
I think it's a very cool set. Anyway, what a wonderful panel we've got in here tonight, folks. So, what are you up to? You look like you're up to mischief.
So, my missus, I bought some chocolate for my daughter, and I'm trying to nick it. She's trying to stop me.
Give your daughter chocolate this time, and I blame you. She won't go to sleep.
No, it's for Halloween.
Oh,
yeah, my missus is like super organised. She's. I think have you done all your Christmas shopping as well? You sure have planned it all anyway. Yeah, she's looking at Christmas decorations already. It's like, oh my God.
What's she going to fill your stockings with, Solo?
Probably a slap if I know anything about her. So.
Oh, there we go. A slap and a couple of oranges.
A couple of oranges. My God, I'll be well lucky there. My God.
Here's the thing, right? Christ. It's been attacked.
Got my orange.
The domestic gift. You've got to use orange. Show us your orange.
Got my orange. There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, there's my Christmas present all sorted.
I'll try and do it in Dickens style. Merry Christmas, everybody. Voice acting for you there, Solo. Merry Christmas. I don't know why I do that, folks. It's like one of those, these figures here. Now, I refer to these particular aliens as soft toffee head men. Right, these here, because they look like a melted soft toffee, right? If you ever melted a soft toffee, they always end up looking a bit like that. Anyway, and they kind of talk out the sides of their mouth. In fact, they've got two mouths, I think. Well, one there, which looks like something weird, and they've got one there as well. And sometimes whenever I'm doing voices or something like that, not that I walk around talking in different voices, thank goodness. I always talk like that. I don't know why. That's the thing. Do you do that? Do you do that?
How are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That Welsh?
Yeah, laddie.
So I thought I won a door prize, but it's just the really crappy Lego string that comes in.
Oh.
No.
No. Hate those strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone trying to do one a couple of weeks ago. And
last night.
Well, I did one last night, yeah. I did one on this. I built something last night, folks. Look, I built this. I haven't applied the stickers yet. I didn't get around to it. And I was like, look at that. Look, this is a blinding little set. I love it. Proper bit of Lego there, folks. And look, it's even got the water cannon on this is the same cannon as you'll find on the AT-RT from the 501st Lego Battle Pack set as well. There you go. Got a little bit of Star Wars. Reference Star Wars everywhere. But anyway, what's going on in the chat? I've missed the chat for the last couple of minutes. I've got the lovely A Tease for Life in the house. Oh, wait, so are we going to dress up then for the Halloween thing, or is it we're going to keep it optional? So, what's your thing with Halloween?
Keep it optional. Dress. I like Sai. Yeah, it's like just do it. Dress up, everyone. Gun to the head.
Yeah, but it would be the typical thing. Everyone's just, we all dress up. I'll arrive dressed up, and you'll be all in the normal clothes, and I'll be like.
Hey, I've already proven. I've already got my mask. I mean, that's my real face over there, but it's all ready to go. I've got the balaclava, everything, so I can really cover myself up and sweat like mad.
Could you wear that into a shop covering?
Well, that's actually my airsoft helmet, and I've walked on with it actually up on top of me in a shop. Yeah, and let me tell you, the shop attendant wasn't best pleased.
Walking into
I think it was actually I was going to rob her or something like that. I was like, no. Honestly, I'm an okay.
I'm a nice guy. What are we to judge that? Victoria Fisher says we should do a costume competition.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
I know Brick Hive on I think he said Christmas Day then on Halloween. He's doing a dress up Halloween one. I said a dress up as a zombie version of him, and I just get all I say all the way through that is yip. That would be fun. Talking about we've got a message from him. But yeah, what else we got going on there? Victoria Fisher's, wow, fair play to you. What are you studying? Actually, Titanium, your hairstyle's changed since the beginning of this. What's going on with the hair?
No, I don't know. I just did this.
I like it.
And that goes back to normal.
All right, blimey, it's literally like Lego hair. The hair of youth. The hair of youth. I don't know what that means, but I did it anyway. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, folks, tonight is I'm going to try and make some Lego figures. I've got figures coming out of everywhere at the moment. So what I want to do is do some sort of thing whereby, actually, do you know what? I'm going to switch the camera. I've got 3 cameras attached tonight, folks. Why exactly, I don't know, but anyway, I have. And let's see, we've got a different angle here. Look, here's another angle. There's an angle you don't see very often, folks. Look, we've got the shelves. Maybe one day I'll do a video of all the stuff that I've got on my shelves. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? And I'm looking at this camera. So I'm looking at this because I'm always looking at a monitor. So anyway, nice to see you all out there. This is different, very weird. And then I've got this other one here as well. And I was using this one last night, of course. And here we go, down here. So down with the things. So there we go. So look, I was doing the titanium J52 last night. I was going, oh, like that. Anyway, if I bring this round up here and then just pop it up there, there we go. And then what I was thinking of doing is kind of just doing something. Whereas I kind of glue that to there and then just put minifigures on it. But it's just a case then of working out how do I want the minifigures to stand on there and stuff like that. And that's all, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's my thought. Plus, as well, while I'm doing it, I can play it like I love a musical instrument. Anyway, talking of musical instruments, Matt, I know you don't play a musical instrument. Terrible segue.
It's not your best.
I do.
I'll tell you what he does play, folks. He plays the fiddle. Give us an update on your gargantuan crane that you're building.
Yeah, well, I'm still on bag 1, but to be fair, bag 1 was 4 bags, and then within that, it had another 3 little tiny ones. Yeah, it's just the first part where you're going through and building the gearbox. So you got these little ones in here, which flick things around. So it's always just really slow going because there's just so many gears and things going in all different directions. And obviously, at the beginning, you want to try to get that right. But just out of interest, how many steps were in the Mos Eisley Cantina? I mean, I was just looking at these ones, and I mean, its Technic is completely different. But I mean, this has got like 1,200 steps, so it's going to take a while.
Isn't that one of the biggest Technic set they've done, wasn't it?
At the time it was released, yeah. So I think now it's been superseded by, I think it's only the Lieber bucket wheel thingy, not the bucket wheel, the scoop one.
I'm loving Titanium's new look, man. He's looking real chilled.
Is he frozen?
No. He's.
Oh no! Sorry, I looked at something else there. Look at them. They're so big. They can't look at him. Look, it looks like he's just got 4 great big domey things on his head for the. Look at, there we go. Look, that's what old people have to do with their sunglasses. I'm liking it. You look very cool, but young, suave, and sophisticated. Look at him. Or maybe not wearing the glasses like that. Oh,
don't do that.
Don't do that. That's it. You completely just lost it there.
Oh God! Any kind of respect I have for you now's gone.
University, you'll beat that out, folks. Don't worry about that. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, going back to your question, Matt, Mos Eisley has 405 pages, I think it was, and in that, obviously, about 400 steps, I'd say. So quite a lot. I mean, it's 3,200 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. Lego Paul's off, everybody. Take care, Lego Paul. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for having me. So I'm going to try and build some sort of Lego stand thing. Not quite sure what to call it really, but anyway, it'll be something to apply and stick my pop my minifigures on. Oh, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Look at that! Look, it's like a.
Yeah,
Apparently Victoria Fisher saying she's just she's going to start her Mos Eisley tomorrow, but she has no idea where she's going to display it. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Very tough one.
I've got to put it in one of these, just one of these on its own. I've got some other Mos Eisley sets and stuff like that, so I'm going to do a sort of a Mos Eisley scene. But Mos Eisley will feature in the city, that's for sure. Yeah, let's see. Let's get some bits out. Get some bricks. So yeah. So anybody out there who's doing a Lego city at the moment, how do you set it up? How do you set it out and stuff like that? Have you thought about how many plates or anything like that you're going to use for your one solo?
Yeah, I think we've roughly worked it out to be about 10 grey base plates at the moment, roughly. But obviously doing it from paper and then doing it on for real is going to be obviously a whole nother story. So, I mean, obviously that's just to start with. I think the castle we worked out is just maybe 1.5 grey base plates, possibly. Yeah, it's obviously it's like trying to work it out. I mean, Brix Studios goes so far. Bricklink Studio only goes so far. I'm telling you that, and obviously pen and paper tells you absolutely sod all. So. Yeah, just have to basically wait. Yeah, I'm just going to have to really wait and see when I starting constructing the whole thing. But I've got 8 base plates already, grey base plates, and I've got 5 green ones. So yeah, I should be pretty sorted on those. Yeah, I've got the stuff. I just need the room to build it all now.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's just haunting me. It's teasing me. It's like, come on, you must start. For God's sake, it's like no. I might build a car though. I might build a car because I can fit. I might build some of them, the ones that I can squeeze back into the boxes without dismantling them. I might build the car, the bus, perhaps. I might build that, but yeah, like the actual buildings, I'm gonna have to leave for the time being because I'm making them bigger than what they actually are. So yeah, it's a shame, and plus it's doing my missus' head in as well because there's about 20 boxes over there. She has to keep moving around just to get into the cupboard. So. Sorry.
Yeah. It takes time. It really does.
It does take time. Yeah. I mean, the problem is obviously a lot of them are like really big boxes. I mean, like the castle, having 3 of them, they're big boxes. And then obviously you've got the school on top of them. And there's.
He hasn't frozen in a while.
Look at his eyes. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Look at that.
There we
go. He's off his head. That was a good one. There was a question came in there. It said, LandOfSweet, have you seen the video I did of you building your logo? No, I haven't seen it just yet, but I've got it on my reminders. So you'll know when I've seen it because I'll pop something in the comments.
I must admit, I watched that yesterday, actually, Greg. It's pretty good.
Is it? Oh, cool.
We just build it. Yeah, it's really good. It's definitely
I got a message for you yesterday saying that I just subscribed to you. Oh, you just subscribed to me, Solo. Again.
Yeah, I tell you what, YouTube's on one at the moment. Absolutely. I had to resubscribe to Sire Connor yesterday, back to you again, and Brick Hive as well. And there was a couple other ones as well that I've been long-time subscribers, long-term supporters, long-time watchers, and I'm having to resubscribe back again. I'm like, it's like, oh, for goodness sake. There's even Matt as well. Matt found it. It's like, I shouldn't have to be doing this. I think this is why all the time your subscriber counts always like that. It's because YouTube is going, nah, you don't want to be subscribed.
I think it does go up and down. I don't know if do other YouTubers find that as well? I do find it just goes kind of up and down and stuff. So
it's sometimes they're trying to clean out allegedly the bots and things like that. But I've really noticed it this week. It's sort of like, lost a whole bunch of subscribers and it's only just starting to come back now. But they also say when it's quite common once you get to 50,000, you sit around that and you actually do go backwards back into the 40s quite a bit before then you move forwards again.
Oh, right. I don't need that.
So, yeah. Thank you, YouTube. We love you really, but I mean, come on, sort your sodden algorithm out. Just
I suppose we notice it because we haven't got thousands of subscribers. So, but But
yeah, once you get to that stage, you don't notice it. Mind you, saying that though, I watch your YouTube channel, Neebs Gaming. I don't know whether anyone else watches it. And they've just recently hit 2 million subscribers. Congratulations to them. And I watched the live event that they had whilst doing it, and it went 2 million. Then they lost 100. Then they gained another 100, and then it got up to 2 million. And then it went back down. I think someone was actually started messing with them. It was like 1 0, 1 0, 2 2 3 4 5, and it just kind of started going on. I was like, I think that point was someone was actually watching it live. Was like, and then to lose 100 to then gain 100 like straight away afterwards. I thought, someone's messing with you there. I think quite a lot of people are, but if not, then YouTube really kind of messing with you. But they are funny boys, so they are hilarious.
Yeah, because I've noticed sometimes too, there's been like channels which I've watched for years and things like that. And then you're sort of like, wait a minute, I haven't seen a video from them in about 3 months or so. And then you go back onto the thing, oh, I'm unsubscribed from their channel.
Yeah. We got Brix Star Boys, or Brix Star Wars Boy 10. He's off. You take care, mate. Good to have you in the chat tonight. We've got Lego Joe. Yeah. Lego Joe. Welcome to the stream.
G.I. Joe.
So, LandOfSweet, then. What got you into Lego? And why do you hang out with Lego YouTubers like our good self?
Because I have no life. I really like the community. It's really just, I guess, nice and calming. Sort of to get out of the world of adult life and into sort of your child life back where it was simpler. And it's just nice to see how everybody it's like is it accepted, but then like, you know, your parents are like, you're in college, you can't afford that, all this stuff. And it's like, I know, but it's my de-stressing mechanism, I guess. At least for me, because I mean, I got a cat, I got a horse, I got college, I have work, I have all this stuff. I mean, recently my bills have been going up, cars been breaking down. So, I mean, it's just really more of a distressor for me. But I love listening to everybody's stories on how they got into it and their thoughts, and it's really interesting.
I think a lot of people use it as a bit of a de-stressor as well. And I just like you, I love listening to people's stories. I love an anecdote. Solo, did you get into YouTubing as a gamer, or did you get into YouTubing as a Lego dude?
As a Lego dude, yeah, hands down. My very first video was a Lego video. Gaming and Lego is just one of my two big hobbies. I love them both, so I was like, solid. I'm just going to do them both on the one channel. Maybe one day I might split them up. Maybe set up another channel, do gaming on that. But you know, Lego does games, so it's like, and also Star Wars is a part of my life. So it's like, well, Star Wars is there. I do a lot of Star Wars reviews, so yeah, I just put two and two together and just do them both. Yeah.
If Disney didn't ruin Star Wars, I'd probably be more into Star Wars. But since they ruined it, it just sort of put me off. And I remember going to seeing the new Star Wars. I think it was Force Awakens, and we were in the theaters. And my dad's like, at the end, he's like, "That was so good." And I'm like, "What was good about it?" Because there was no plot. They literally said, "Where's R2-D2? Oh, he's right in front of us, but he hasn't turned on. Have you guys checked the on button before?" I mean, and then all they do is kill off, who is it, Han Solo? Or, I mean, that's really all it is. And I mean, for someone who just sees the movies and knows a little bit of Star Wars, so confusing. Like, who are these? Like, no offense, but last time I checked, the clones were Boba Fett clones, and he wasn't black. So how did this? I'm so confused.
No, right. Yeah, I can draw a line.
Here we go.
I can draw a line right there. Clones. As soon as Order 66 came along, there was 5 years gap between the Empire transitioning.
But they don't explain that in the movies.
Yeah, well, to be fair, neither did George Lucas. You have to kind of read a comic book for that. But no, the Stormtroopers and the Republic Army are two very different armies. The Stormtroopers that you see, that Han Solo and all that, shoot in the face, because apparently Stormtroopers can't shoot to save their lives. Literally, they're just normal people. They're average Joe. They're an army, and then the First Order basically just kidnaps kids.
Yeah, but like just for like someone who's just seen the movies, it's so confusing. It's just like, what happened? I'm so confused.
I totally get that. I totally get it. But I mean, if you're starting at episode 7, I suppose it would look rather confusing. But
yeah, like going from like what the last or the regular one, I guess it's called. But it's just confusing.
Yeah, it is pretty confusing. But I mean, yeah, I probably same as Greg and same as other Star Wars lunatics that follow it. I've been following it for a long time. Yeah.
Tek Productions. Take care, mate. Good to see you, Tom.
Hey, buddy. Have a good one. But yeah, the thing is with Star Wars, just because. Yeah, it's like the cantina, like what Greg's got there. Yeah, the cantina. Every minifigure has got a backstory. Every character in Star Wars has either got a backstory or a name. Everything. You just got to read that. Unfortunately, you got to read the books. I'm afraid. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, we have a family friend who has all of the books, like the whole section of the books, and it's just like, I mean, I haven't read the books, so I don't really know.
Yeah,
but it's hard to get your hands on the books apparently, but now everything's online, so
yeah. I mean, a good person to look at is Star Wars Theory. He's really good. He's he's really good at like breaking things down and explaining certain things. I'm not ranting.
Yeah, keep ranting. I tell you what, folks, there's two people I tend to stream with, and they're proper old ranters. They are Darren and Brick Hive. They love a rant. They really do.
I'm just telling her. She asked a question. I think I've answered it. I think.
Thank you for my favor. Are you missing us tonight, Tek? We're missing you, mate. Of course we will. Maybe he'll be on again next week, folks. Who knows? Fingers crossed.
I'm going to be on my best behaviour. Look, I've got a halo above my head. I'm not ranting. I'm being back. I'm on best behaviour.
Lego Joe keeps asking people. He says, "Please sub to me. Please sub to me." Lego Joe. There's one thing you never have to ask people in this place. I always tell people, if you want to sub to people in the chat, in the panel, please go ahead and do it. I'm all for promoting other people, so please don't feel compelled to have to ask us to sub to you, mate. It's a natural thing. It will phenomenally happen to you, so don't worry yourself too much. It's nice to have you here. Ask some questions and stuff like that. Kind of immerse yourself in our world, my friend. And who knows? Maybe people out there in the chat and in the panel will indeed get in touch and subscribe to you, my friend. Let me know if you subscribe to us. What do you think of our channels and stuff like that? That's always a nice thing to ask, I think, people. So LandOfSweet, have you got a particular favourite Star Wars movie that you like?
The Star Wars movie? Well, I mean, I guess, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, I kind of like the prequels a lot. I really like sort of just, I think my favorite is going to have to be Duel of the Fates. But, I mean, that's just me. But, I mean, the original ones were pretty good as well. And I mean, I grew up with like the original ones, and then, the prequels came out and they were pretty awesome. Of course, much better for like the quality and stuff, and then you get to now and there's no relation to the quality that they have now. But yeah, Duel of the Fates, I think is the coolest one that's just so iconic in my mind, I think, is the is Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and that last, oh my God, what's his name? Darth Maul. Yeah. They're doing all that crazy stuff and the song in the background or whatever. And I remember actually we had a concert and we were playing that song while we had the choir in the background singing, and we also had the choir teacher had he had his own like $300-$500 glow stick basically that made sound and the whooshing noise and all that stuff. He had a duel with a choir kid who also had one that was like, I think $900, and it had that whooshing thing and noise and stuff. And they had a battle while we were doing this concert, and it was just, I mean, after a couple minutes, you sort of stop, playing because you want to watch the fight, because you just, after a while, because you have to do that.
Yeah, I've seen it done before, where an orchestra's playing and there are Jedi's fighting.
Yeah.
Or a Jedi and Sith fighting anyway. Jedis don't fight; they play. But that was pretty cool. So, what musical instrument do you play then?
I used to play the flute, all the way up from 5th grade all the way through high school, senior year, so marching band as well. A little bit of piccolo, which, I mean, now I can't hear anything very well because piccolo is so high pitched. That's why if you see people playing piccolo, they have those earbuds in, and I mean, it hurts. Like nails on the chalkboard hurt. So, but that's why you see piccolos in marching band, because that's the only thing you can actually hear across the field, because the flute is too low. And you get twice as winded because 80% of your air is going across the instrument and only 10% is going in it. So, when we were marching and we'd have wind coming at us, I mean, there's no point on trying to play because you just get winded on trying to blow the air backwards while it's coming at you. So, I mean, you wouldn't hear the flute section anyway. So, So, I mean, it's super fun. I had a lot of good friends in band and all of that. So, I guess sort of like those iconic sort of movie films too. I mean, we did like some of the Disney theme for some of like the, what was it, like graduation and whatnot. Because each graduation every year, we would have to play Pomp and Circumstance. And it was the worst one ever because it's just, really boring quarter notes over and over again. And it's just on repeat and it just hurts. So
That's impressive. I always amaze people that can play musical instruments, folks. It's a brilliant skill to have. And never lose it as well. What is your passion? You seem to be kind of involved in all sorts of things like Lego, horse riding. I mean, horse riding, that's almost like a life thing. That takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And of course, you play in a band as well. So have you got an outright passion that you love the most, or they're just three things that you really devote a lot of your time to?
So sort of the two things that I grew up with was I did horseback riding and gymnastics, which of course is the two, hardest sports to do. And I actually got involved by my friend that lived down the street from me for gymnastics. And then around high school, it's getting harder. So I quit gymnastics, but I still kept on going with horseback riding. And then I continue with band. I got more involved with band and riding, and then it was more just riding, and then I got stuck with this horse that got a few issues, and then you're like, you can't send him back because he broke something, and you can't send something back broken. So
These aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
If I ever got back into horse riding, I'd probably buy an old donkey or something. They're a little bit more heavy duty, those are.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and a regular horse is expensive, but that's like people say they have high maintenance horses. Well, my horse is off the charts high. I mean, he gets. I mean, every time there's because he has this navicular disease, and whatnot. It's a chronic disease. It's just something he was born with. And it affects his two front feet, and now his hocks are going, so he's getting a lot of arthritis, which, I mean, horses his age are getting arthritis. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, I've been struggling with the first 2 feet the whole 8 years, and now I got to worry about the back 2 feet. And it's like, how do you juggle 4 feet at a time? Usually you don't, but it's a very short answer. But I mean, but he actually, my horse, with the problems, if I didn't have that horse, I wouldn't be in the vet tech program I am now. He sort of propelled me to go into that sort of area and line of work. And of course, when I like struggle, I always think of like the simpler times. So I go back to my childhood. I play some PS2. I have a VCR and VHS and all that stuff. I mean, I have.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I still collect. I mean, I love it. I love movies.
I think that's a nice way of living. Actually, I'll tell you what, folks. When life gets a little bit heavy, and let's face it, we have lots of those moments during the week, especially these days. You know what? To have a how can I put it? A happy place to go back to, I think, is a nice thing to do. You know, because we all need downtime, folks. We all need to relax a little bit, and it's it can be quite hard, especially when you're a Lego YouTuber and you're just trying to get videos out and stuff like that. It's tough sometimes. It's work-life balance doesn't always work. It's hard when you're a Lego YouTuber, I think.
I could definitely speak from experience. Looking after a horse, doing work, and also going to college, that is no easy feat. That is not easy. I mean, a horse, my God, you're up like, well, before even the bloody magpies even wake up, you're out there.
See, that's the good thing, though, is I pay it like, that's why I pay that $600-800 a month, is so someone else does that for me.
Oh, that's cheating.
It's cheating.
That's the fun bit you're missing out on.
Earlier than the people who actually clean my horse's stall. So technically, I could go back and clean my horse's stall. I mean, I get up at 2. I get home at 9. It's still in the morning. I mean,
I remember waking up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Right, shovel it all out. Over it goes. Out it comes. New hay. Clean, brush her down. All that kind of stuff. Oh God. I could still smell the smell now, to be honest with you, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is that like I don't even like, I have to really like, I have to ask people if you can smell anything, because I can't smell it anymore. Like it's like,
that's the thing.
Do you smell something? Is that me? I don't know.
Yeah, I was quite lucky when I had a horse. I was quite young, so like all that kind of stuff. But then when we had another horse, before we moved up here, I eventually went to college at an agricultural place, so I fit right in. Yeah, it's like, I was like, yeah, I've been over at the stables. Oh, Bennett, bloody hell!
Yeah,
I probably should have think before I came out.
Then you start carrying like extra clothes in your car and stuff, and you start doing that because you're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, and
then people get in your car like.
Yeah, that's the thing. My car is so packed with horse crap. I mean, my parents, they are not worried about a thing. Because I live in a state where it gets very cold here. We have really bad winters. So they could care less if my car breaks down, because I got freaking $300 horse blankets in the back that are going to keep me warm for like years. Well, like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, I got a blanket, and they have this itty bitty tiny little towel. I'm like, that's not a freaking blanket. You see this thing? Like 1,200 pounds, and I mean,
it's coming out the doors and it's down on the floor.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, that's the thing too, is you'll see people, if it's a rainy day at a horse show, you see them in like their horse blankets or like their sheets, and they'll curl up with them. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So.
Yeah. Nah, I do miss having a horse.
I mean, it's like a toga. You just keep wrapping it around. The only problem is the leg straps. Those are the problems. You can't.
Problem is, I'm very tall, so every time I have to have a horse now, it's got to be a mare. And yeah, I've got to be on a mare. It's got to be the biggest bloody horse there, and it's got to be the leader. It's like, oh God. And I haven't ridden a horse now in like 15, 20 years, and yeah, we were over a little island over here called the Isle of Wight, and we done some horse riding down there. And to say that she was frisky was a bit of an understatement. Yeah, I think there must have been a bit of a season in the air. I think.
I can't imagine a better man for the job, Solo.
This was the worst part, right? So I was on the mare, so I was up front with the girl that was holding the lead horse, right? And my missus was on the other horse. Little did we know that these two horses were actually courting each other. So we were off a bit further up. And next, my missus, who's never rid a horse in her life, next, she's like falling behind. Next, the horse all of a sudden started getting worried. Next, all we hear is like her screaming at the top of her voice. And she's like galloped all the way to the front of me. I was like, next, I look behind me. I could just see this horse kind of like sniffing behind me. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you? Yeah, I was a bit worried about
that's actually why I don't like mares, is because mares can be the most moodiest little hamsters.
Oh God,
all the time. A gelding, which is basically a fixed male horse, they could care less. They have no excuse.
No, it was that was, I'll tell you, it was a very interesting day. Just reminded me, I was like, I need to go back to my country roots, man. Need to get a farm and live down there again.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I haven't been riding a lot because I'm in college, so I mean, it's been months. And my parents came down like a week ago, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go riding for an hour and a half," and I'm like, "Oh, shoot, that's gonna suck." And so I decided, okay, if they are coming to kill me, well, I'm going to do one thing ahead of them. I'm going to kill myself before they come to kill me. So I end up getting on my horse the day before the ride, which, I mean, it was good and everything. In a short ride, I'm like, okay, my legs could handle that. I get on the horse for the trail the next day, and I get the hardest horse, which sucks the most because your legs are squeezing the whole time. Your legs never get to rest. And I watch everybody get off of those horses, and everyone's waddling like a penguin to their cars. Because
the biggest problem I had is I forgot the rhythm. So obviously when we started doing a trot and then we got up to a gallop, I completely forgot the rhythm. So let me tell you, the little boys weren't little boys anymore. I just completely forgot how to do it, and I was just kind of like going on the top there. I was like, to say that I had to be dragged off the back of the horse was an understatement because I couldn't move. I was just going, I can't move. Yeah, it was.
How's your backside the next day, Solo? Because I always get sore backside.
To be honest, it wasn't the back. It wasn't my bum that was even the problem. It was, it was the gentleman down there that took most of the pounding. To be fair, so yeah.
That's actually why, like, if you see guys ride, that's why they sort of ride hunched over.
Yeah, exactly.
They try to lean half of their weight on the neck and sort of lift themselves up.
I wish I remembered that. I really do, because oh my God, there were as soon as she said
the problem with the trail rides is you ride Western. Western, usually those stirrups are longer. And you can't lift yourself up.
No.
So
yeah.
It's really
I mean, when she said, right, we're going to go for a gallop, so remember, up, down, I was like, right, okay. So as the horse was going up, I was going down again. It's like, can we please stop this?
You should have practiced with a broom or something before.
Oh, God, I don't have to anymore. There's nothing there. It's all gone. It's pulverized.
Hope we didn't want kids in the future.
That was the most amazing thing is I did end up with a kid, so obviously it didn't do much damage. But I remember that now. Next time I go on a horse, remember, I'm just going to stand up and just just carry on, mate. I'm just going to stand here. Oh yeah. Oh, that was funny. That really was.
Yeah, just out of interest, side, are you into? Do you ride? Does anyone else in the panel actually ride horses, or
no? Nulik has said to me a few times that he wants to go on a horse, so I think we'll try and take him off to do some horse riding, like when we're allowed to go horse riding again with the whole coronavirus. And yeah, I like horses. I think they're awesome, and they're just so friendly, and they yeah, I'd love to. I've never been, but
I love watching people who say they're experts, like, get on a horse, and then they like totally either they fall off, they do something stupid. It's just so funny. Like, I can't help myself but it's the best comedy for me because it's all real life and it's like they contradict everything. It's like you think you were that good, but you really weren't. So
Yeah.
and they're like, no, I had a bad day. No, you didn't.
Nah. The part that went through my head is like when they're saying, right, remember how to get on the back of the horse? So it's 1 foot up there, hold this part, hold that part, lift your leg over. There you go. Bosh, fanny, you're done. Job's done. Job's a good one.
Was you facing the right way, Solo?
I was facing the right way, but I went right over one side and straight off the other end.
Maybe you're more.
I haven't ever done that, but I did a couple months. When I was sort of training and stuff back in the day. I was off for like 2 or 3 months, and I rode what is it? I rode or whatnot, and it was bad because it was my first time I was riding after a couple months, so I'm out of shape, and we're doing a jump. So, and this, I mean, we've done jumps a million times, and it's a low thing. It's not even it's like half a foot, and my horse just goes for it, and he decides that he's jumping like 5 foot. So he launches ginormously. I am like, nope. I end up bailing when he launches. So he goes over the jump. I go as well over the jump. Actually, no, I miss the jump. I go past the standard, do a front flip, land on my butt, and I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm done. I'm done for the day. But I got back on and did it again. So he wasn't learning that any bad habits. Like, oh, if I jump really giant on a small thing, it gets my rider off.
My sister's horse was probably the most stubbornest horse you'd ever seen in your life. So if you had like half a foot jump or a foot jump, he would just step over it. So you'll go full gallop, stop, step over top of it, step over, and then go. If you had an even higher jump, he would just run round it. Couldn't get in the jump. Yeah.
That's what we call a smart horse.
I'm hearing people like saying they're a bit like about goats and all that kind of stuff. I got chased out of my own field. By a really angry ram. Scared the living hell out of me.
Goats can be pretty vicious.
Yeah,
but did you know that maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe I'll say it in private chat.
All right, pop in the private chat.
Well, I was going to say I'd rather run away from an angry ram than a horny ram, but
you might get rammed.
It could be an angry horny ram. You don't know. Brace yourself, Si. Brace yourself.
So, over in Denmark, then, what do you ride in Denmark? What's do you guys and girls over there? Do you ride anything other than the guys? Will Harper's, I think it's Will Harper, is talking about. Actually, it's not. Yeah, he's Will. He's talking about camels up in the West Country. I think it was. A Tyrone Jaguar, actually. And what about? Because I know down in Surrey they've got lamers or something or other that you can go and see, which is completely weird. And I think somewhere around London as well, you can go to like an ostrich farm or something like that. It's sort of an area where you never imagine those would ever be. So is it any sort of strange occurrences like that in Denmark, Woodshop?
I can say my stepsister used to ride ordinary horses, But actually, it's a little bit fun because quite close to me, they do have an alpaca farm.
Ah, yeah.
They breed them for the wool. And
There we go.
one of my pupils' parents actually do have a I don't know the word in English, but it's a one-hump camel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually do have such one. They rent it out for film productions and such.
Oh right, one hump camel.
But apart from that, it's just plain ordinary horses.
One hump camel. One hump camel. What do they call them?
Actually, the double hump camels in the wild are actually very rare. They're endangered due to breeding and domesticated zoo breeding, and just there's not a lot of habitat left for them in the world.
No. Because in Danish, the two-hump camel is just called a camel, and the one-hump camel is called a dromedar.
It's the same in English. Dromedary.
Yeah, dromedary.
Okay, it's the same then.
Dromedary or something like that. Yeah, is it? I don't know quite how you pronounce it, but yeah, God, the things you learn.
Yeah.
How about you, Titanium? Have you ever ridden a big horse or a zebra or something crazy like an old goat or something?
I rode a horse once when I was like 8 years old, maybe 10 years old. I don't know. It's either me or my sister who was 8 years old, and that's the only time that I ever rode a horse. Never revisited it.
But actually, I would like to know LandOfSweet. You got mares and you got stallions, but a castrated stallion, what is that called?
A gelding. A castrated stallion is a gelding.
A gelding, okay.
Yeah, usually they castrate them usually when they're around 2, which usually you call them colts because they're still very young. They're about 5 is when they turn more into like an adult age or whatever, is because all their bones get fused. That's why for horse racing is so dangerous, or any sort of racing, because nothing is fused. It's literally they're running on like twigs. I mean, get some toothpicks, get like a little marshmallow out. That's what they're running on, is their legs that aren't fused, and that's why they break all the time.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, a few weeks ago I was on a stream with LandOfSweet on Cookie Craggles, and we were talking about castration there as well.
The reason why I'm curious is because I also teach science and I teach biology, and I had some pupils once ask. So we made this table of cows. What is a male cow, a female cow, and a castrated bull? What is that called? And a castrated stallion, a castrated ram. What is that called? And
the whole chart.
Yeah, the whole chart.
Yeah.
It sounds
everybody who was in that class liked that class, especially when they heard that they could actually say the B word in class and not get trouble. Because they're like, yeah, it's a term, and it's like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, some of the boys did cringe a lot when I said, well, we also have something called a eunuch.
Yeah.
God forbid. But God, the things you learn doing a Lego stream, it's unbelievable. But anyway, I don't know about all the blokes in the panel kind of start crossing their legs when we start talking about castration. And stuff like that.
Well, that's the funny thing. We did a dirty jobs video in my agriculture class once, and it was like because our teacher wasn't there, and it was whatnot, and one of the quote dirty job episodes that we were watching was and it's funny because the teacher's like, what you're going to be watching today is they're gonna go out to the stable and they're gonna castrate this young horse, blah blah blah. Nobody knows what this means. I'm smiling because I know what it means. Everybody else is clueless. Like I have no clue. Like puzzled. Like looking at people wondering if they knew, but they didn't know, and I'm just laughing. And so then the instructor basically, he's like, he didn't say anything else, and we watched it, and all the guys at that scene started crossing their legs and like looking away, like no.
Yeah, it's a bit like what Will says. Yeah, it hurts me to listen just when beef was taking passing kidney stones. Yeah, I tell you what, I know a guy who's passing kidney stones through his through natural means, and he said it was like passing a tennis ball down himself. Very, very painful.
My friend actually in band class, he had to leave for I think about a month because he kept passing kidney stones. Like I think he had like at least 10 that he had to pass, and they were a horrible, absolute horrible pain. He could barely stand. I mean, and sometimes like people can't, like sometimes you have to go in there and have that laser stuff to break them up too. But the only way, like, I mean, other than surgery, the only way you can pass them is just naturally. So it's actually better to passing actually than going surgically. So
it's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, LandOfSweet, that was definitely one for the private chat, all right? Let's hope one has a floss after doing that as well. But yeah, so the sorting teacher. Let's pop him in the middle over here. You've got lovely blue eyes, by the way, Darren. Sorting teacher. How's all your sorting going?
I'm about halfway.
Halfway. That is good going. So, just going back to something we were talking a little bit earlier on about the IKEA. The IKEA stuff. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's going to catch on? Do you think it's going to be something that becomes a little bit more popular?
I don't know. It's a bit weird. I like when we're going into doing these kind of collaborations with different companies. I don't know. It looks like a good thing. I know everybody thought that they might be doing kind of tables, like sorting tables or furniture or something like that. I don't know what else to do, to be honest. Maybe different colored boxes, but I like the idea. I hope they continue with it. I mean, the Levi's stuff is a bit mad. I mean, the pictures they put out of that guy with the yellow hat and everything, you must have paid him a lot. Like, but I'm interested in some of those. The Levi's T-shirt looks good.
Yeah, I think the T-shirt looks right. There's one tracksuit top that looks like it's you should be wearing the Adidas trainers with it. It's exactly the same color, isn't it? But I think the red sweatshirt looks okay with the thing, but I don't know. It still looks a bit, you know what I mean? I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see them like in the flesh. I don't even know where you buy the Levi's stuff. Are they in the Levi's store, or how hard are they to get?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a Levi's store in most large shopping centres, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let me get one, but I don't know.
Because I mean, I think a lot of us thought we could just go and buy the Adidas shoes, and it turns out they're like, hard to get. Hello, Solo.
Solo, you've got incredibly white knees.
Yeah.
He has no pants on.
I looked there. I was like, "What's he got there?" I thought it was in an arm lock or something.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't, so that's all right. It was
I think if it was a big figure, folks, you'd be complaining how bad the prints were on the legs.
What I was actually doing for you guys, I was actually just having a little look on Levi's website to actually see if they're on there.
What do they say?
Yeah, they are on there. So I'm just looking at the very strange hoodie, which is $79.50. This is all in dollars, by the way, because it's Levi's actual website. So the hoodie's $79, well, $80, shall we go with? Let's have a look at this weird fanny pack that they got going, as they call it on here. Fanny pack. Oh, no, it's coming soon. That's not even available yet. The bum bag's not available yet. God, how much are the jeans? Have a look at the jeans. Load. There we go. The jeans are 110. There you go, $110 exactly. But yeah, they're all on there. So I'd imagine if you go to a Levi's shop in your local area, I'd imagine they're going to have them in there. Oh, that denim jacket is horrible.
These prices.
$110 for that. Oh, what is he wearing on that hat? What is with that hat? My God. That's $110 for the jacket. Do I want to add it to basket? Nope, go away.
Yeah. That's it. I don't look at them and think, oh, yeah, I've got to have that. A bit like the trainers, really. I mean, Titanium, what did you think of the trainers?
Nah, didn't interest me. They were nice, but not really my thing.
Yeah.
You blatantly know that. It's just people, they're not even going to wear them out on the streets. They're just like what we were talking about last week or the week before when we were talking about it. It's just people just go buy them, they're going to stay in the box, and then going to be put in the cupboards, and then just wait for a couple of years and then flog them on for a hefty profit, no doubt.
And I'm looking at these jeans. They don't even have my waist size here.
I can't even work out the waist sizes on there because obviously American waist size are different to the UK sizes.
They've got essentially 30 through 36 waist size, and I'm at 28 waist size. So, nope.
I remember when I was a 28 waist size. God, they were the days. How about you, Si?
Just saying that, yeah, I remember I was a 28. Jeez.
Darren, you're probably like a 20 or something like that, aren't you?
Nah, no. I wish. No, I must admit, actually, this probably might actually wind a lot of people up. So, when I was 18, I was probably about like 22, I think it was waist size. Then I went up to size 32. Then I went up to when I hit my 20. Well, I think, then I went up to a 35. And now I've gone. Then I went up to a 40, and now I managed to get back into a 32. So I get to wear some of my. I lost a bit of weight, and I was like, I can fit in these. I'd have to buy new jeans. Yay!
That's brilliant. Now you can wear all those two-tone jeans from the 90s you have in your closet.
Yeah, damn right, man. I'll be strutting around.
I still fit in Target sizes.
Really?
Yeah. Like
What
Target and Walmart sizes.
What's special about their sizes, LandOfSweet?
They're super small.
Oh, are they? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I
They're
tried
like for kids.
I can't do skinny jeans, blimey. How does anyone ever wear them? They can make your backside to fall off.
Yeah, there's a cafe down the road from me. There's a guy in there, and I'll tell you what, mate, he wears the skinniest of skinny jeans. Leaves nothing to the imagination. I was like, how do you wear those? Yeah. Honestly, it's like
get arrested.
Yeah, he should be. I was like, this is a family restaurant, mate. It's like, come on.
That's the same when I watch some of my daughter's skinny jeans. I said, how can you put them on?
I don't know. They for me, even when my jean shorts get tight, I'm like, nope. I really anything tight. It's like, no, I can't deal with it.
Yeah. It's like they're sprayed on there, folks. Honestly, you can't get them on. They're especially attached.
Yeah.
All that jazz. But yeah. So Matt,
well, I have to say, watching her clothes when she was at the height of her emo period, that was challenging.
So Matt, how are you getting on with your crane?
Well, I think I'm okay, but there's just one little gear thing which keeps coming out and it doesn't go in properly.
Here we go.
And I've got no other pieces here, and I'm going through and I'm checking all the gears, and it all seems to work apart from you've got this one little bit here which keeps coming out, and then when you look back through all the other gears and that here, they all seem right. I've been back through the instructions, and I don't have any spare ones left over.
I think that's the switch, isn't it, Matt?
Well, I'm just because even then, when I've gone through and looked at the end of it and what sits on top of it, it seems to be driven out of the middle Technic piece. But there's this thing doesn't actually do anything. So it's like, well, why is it even there? I just don't understand it. It's so anyhow, yeah, I've just been spending the last half an hour going back and triple checking everything, and It's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's right, but that doesn't. Why is it there?
You know what these Technic things are like, Matt. You think, oh, what the hell is this? And next, it's like, oh, that's how it does it. All right, okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that, because even at one stage, it's sort of like, okay, we'll go through and turn the thing over as they always do, which I can demonstrate.
Yeah,
it comes out. It's like, well, it's not even held in, and I've double checked in or around all those bits on the underside, checking all the gears that they're working. They seem to be working. It's like, is that just there for stability or something? I just don't know.
Mate,
it's one of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
You're right at the beginning. It's like, I don't want to make this mistake now. Like, I need to try to figure it out. But
it's there to confuse you.
Yeah, well, it's doing a good job. So,
welcome to the wonderful world of Technic.
Yeah, it does. It always seems why do they always start off with the gearbox area and stuff like that on them solo?
Because it's generally the gearbox or the transmission is always like the center and the main structural part, and you just kind of seal it up around it. So it's always like the main thing you want to get done first of all, because obviously it's going to drive the rear wheels, the front wheels, and in Matt's case, obviously the front wheels and also the telescopic crane as well. So yeah, generally it's like the main bulk of the actual chassis, so to speak. Yeah, I don't know a Technic set at the moment in modern day times. I can't, obviously, WoodShopTeacher might tell me otherwise, but I don't know a set at the moment where they don't start with transmission first of all. I
haven't made any of the new Technic sets.
Yeah,
I'm still on the sets from the late 80s, early 90s.
You're working your way up, mate. You're working your way up. But yeah, no, it's just the way they just do things. And to be fair, you really don't want to be plomping that engine in the middle of it, and then you've got to connect all the drive shafts and axles and God knows what else last. So yeah, it's always the first thing. Hey,
The old sets, you often started with a kind of a frame, a brick frame.
Yeah, and you were the older version, yeah.
Yeah. Then you added all the other parts, but you had that brick frame to begin with.
Yeah, but in the older ones, the gears, like for turning the wheels and things like that, were incredibly simple. You just have a couple of bars and a few swinging pieces, and a long shaft, maybe with a little bendy bit, and then a few cogs, and you're done. Whereas these ones, particularly when they've got all these on-offs and forward and stop and stuff, and even when you're building it, it's sort of like you've got things which are just sitting so tight and snug into each other.
Are you going to motorize that, Matt?
Well, I mean, this has got a motor for the actual, looking through the instructions, the actual telescoping piece. I don't think it's got a motor for the actual wheels.
No, I don't think it's got a drive motor. So that set actually comes with the motor for the telescopic part, then, does it?
Yeah, it's just to the top bit, which I've had a look at, which is another weird thing, because then like the motor actually sits on the top crane bit up here, but then you've got a drive shaft all the way down into the actual main gearbox. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Just spending the last a half hour, 45 minutes just making sure I haven't missed it. I'm pretty sure I haven't, because it's not like there's an extra piece or cog floating around here. So in the really rare chance that I haven't got it, but yeah, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, no, it's, I don't know. Techniques are quite hard to build and stuff like that. But how are you getting on building your Technic stuff, WoodShopTeacher? Are you still doing like Technic Tuesday?
Yep. I just finished my third forklift last Tuesday.
I just rewatched that because I missed it, so I was like, I got to watch that back. I got to see which one is up to now. Yeah.
Actually, Butchop enjoyed that episode quite a lot because Silas just came and took over.
Yeah.
I had miscounted, so I suddenly missed some pieces. So I had to get up and bring those pieces, and then he just stole the chairs meanwhile.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, man. Do you have you got like a? I mean, I can't I can probably count the amount of Technic sets I've ever built on one hand. But have you ever have you got like a favorite that you've built? Do you like cars? Do you like builders stuff like cranes and JCBs and stuff like that? Have you got any particular ones that you prefer?
Trucks and lorries.
Yeah. Trucks and lorries are pretty cool, man. What about you? Because you're like a techie.
That's also why if you look up about there, my most prized, right up there.
Oh,
that's my most prized vehicle. That is my black cat.
Oh, nice.
That's quite a recent one, isn't it? The black cat. Was that a recent one, Solo?
No, I don't think it's recent. What year did that come out? WoodShop.
Oh, I don't remember. I was lucky. I got it in a. My neighbor's son moved out, and half a year later he hadn't picked up his last thing. So they sold all his Technic to me, and that was in there.
That's well jammy. That is doing something like that. That's
they had warned him several times.
Yeah. Oh, it's good going. But anyway, I'll tell you what, someone who has built something tonight that definitely is not Technic is LandOfSweet. LandOfSweet, you want to show us what you've done? Let's pop you in the center. And look at that.
Good.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. So here is the little.
Just so you know, that came out in 1996.
1996. God, that was the year I got married. First time that was. That was a long time ago, folks.
And then you can easily just close it up and open it.
That's so cool.
That's a sweet little set. That is really nice.
And I didn't put the string in here, but if you move the rooster on top, there's a rotating thing where you can pull and lower and raise this bucket that has a thing in it that has fruit. But I'm not going to deal with that Lego string, so. Then you can have the Lego ladder.
I got my first Lego ladder yesterday in the the Fire Chief's set. I was well pleased with that. It's a good set. It's a proper big play set. I mean, there's quite a lot of pieces. There's what, 800 pieces there at least, I would say.
So that's what they're on is just a extra base that I had. But yeah, they come with two good bases for the set, and then the mill actually doesn't sit on any base. It just sits on it sits on a tiny little rotating base. So that rotates, then this rotates. So yeah, it's cute. I love medieval things. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Are you going to get the blacksmith when it comes out?
Yeah, I'll have to see how much money I saved up. But my second one that I want to get to go along with this is the village market set.
Oh yeah,
that one. I feel like those two go hand in hand perfectly.
Totally.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. I think they're really good sets.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant. They are. I'm trying with what I'm doing here, folks. I've built load of pieces, and what I'm trying to do is just plan it all out, so that all the kind of Lego figure stands are kind of set out on it. Really, not quite sure really what the best method is. It's one of these funny things. This works quite well like that, where it kind of sits away from the plate. So the plate will be like here, like that. And actually, if I just do this, you'll see. Pardon the noise.
My ears!
There we go, like that. You see. Now it does work without the 2x2 plate on there as well, but it. I don't know. I think it's better for it if it's slightly away, so you can put, just in case someone's got like a rocket pack or something like that, on the back. Can deal with that. That'll help with that. But it's just setting it out. Just trying to work out which works best, setting it out. Should I have minifigures along the top, or
did you see Jang's video on the way he does that?
Oh no, I didn't know he'd done one.
Yeah, so
an original.
he has a base plate, 32 by 32, and he has it like that. But he basically just gets the leaves them on their stands, and you can get that, and just puts them in like that.
Yeah, no, I've seen that, but I quite like that. So either way, I'd either have to buy those, or I'd just buy a couple of pieces like that. I think financially, he basically works out roughly the same size. I think he does.
Yeah, I've never seen those ones before. You have? They're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's basically just made up of 3 parts: the slope. Well, I've got them here actually. Look, here we go. The sum of my parts, folks. Look, you've got that slope there.
Yeah.
Like that. Let me just make that a little bit bigger, just to show you very briefly what I'm doing. So you got this piece here, and I've run out of those. Don't worry, I've got another box of them in. Here we are. So this is the main part. You got this here.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Then that part connects to a slope, a 2x2 slope, which is nice and easy. There we go. And so that connects like so, like that. And then that part there connects to the plate. Oh. So the figure stands on this piece. But what I do, just to make sure, just in case the figure's got something on his back or something like that, you just put this 2x2 plate on there, which goes on there like so. And it goes like that. And then that then attaches to the big plate like so.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know, and then what I can do is, I mean, you could use all sorts of things really. I suppose in a funny way, you could always use like a Velcro straps or something like that. But you just kind of put it up on the wall like that, or even just use silicone, I suppose. And but I'm just working out how I like it set out. That's the bit I'm trying to work out, because you can kind of like say that's the figure there, then you kind of want, I don't know, maybe I could maybe go up one, or just come. You can't put it like that, I suppose. Oh yeah, I suppose you could. You could bring it down so it's a little bit more even, and because you've got that piece there, it would go like that. What do you guys and girls out there think? Should I lower it a little bit or like that? But she sits, she comes forward a little bit. So I think you need to go, maybe go up
a stud, yeah.
Yeah, so if I go up a stud, then like that. And I'm kind of using her because she's got that big or larger hair piece. So there we go. Let me just pull it back.
Yeah, that looks better.
That looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So then all I'm doing then is just following it up, going up like that. But it might be that it kind of ends at the top or ends a bit early or something like that. Or I just have a section where it's, I don't know, a little bit uneven. I don't know. It's just setting it out, really. That's always the tough
a little gap up above it then, Greg. Then you can get a load of Lego bricks and put your logo up top of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Or sometimes it might look better if I sort of start at the top, work down, and then down the bottom here have, I don't know, you put some tiles in there or something like that, or the logo at the bottom. It almost underlines the minifigures as opposed to overline them. But I know what you mean. Yeah, it's an interesting one. We'll see, really. And then of course, you've got to consider big figs as well. But I haven't got too many of them, just a few. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. I'm just sort of tying around with it, really. If I'm honest, it's just kind of cool. Things we do to entertain our minds, folks. It's all good fun, isn't it? But yeah, I think I think we will in a moment start calling it a day because we're winding down. We're coming up to that. We're coming up very close now to the 3 hour mark, folks. And it's normally around 3 hours. I like to sort of think to myself, well, we'll start parking it and start talking about what people have got coming up and what I might not have coming up, in fact. But yeah, just to find out what people are up to, where we're all going, and what we're doing, and all that kind of stuff. So, where should I go first? Where should I go first? I think first of all, let's go to Solo because he looks like he's got an itchy shoulder at the moment. Solo, we're going to be too quick. We've got a little bit of time to kill. But what's coming up from Solo Brick Builder? in the next week or so?
I've got a few interesting things. Well, I hope it's interesting anyway. Well, first of all, my review is going to be going out tomorrow. The Mos Eisley Cantina, my version of the Cantina, not the UCS one. That's coming out. But then tomorrow, there's going to be a live stream. My first live game stream of Star Wars Squadrons. That's going to be out tomorrow. So if people want to come over and check that out. Me just probably crashing my ship over and over and over again. So that's always worth a giggle, isn't it? And then also tomorrow, or hopefully Sunday, will be an announcement of a new theme that's coming up on my channel. So I'm going to be getting a load of people together where I'm going to have one independent judge, and I'm going to get 4 other people, and then basically you're going to have a cheap set. So it doesn't have to be an expensive set. I'll pick a set, and then basically everyone have to go get it, or if you've got it already. And then basically it's going to be a race. There's going to be a timer to see what kind of mock you can build out of it. Now, obviously, you don't have to be a talented mock maker. No one has to be a mock maker. I'm going to make sure it's individual. Everyone hasn't done mocks before, or if you have done mocks, you'll be going head to head with us. So you won't have to worry about that. I'm going to try and keep it as balanced as possible. And then basically at the end of it, you could win a prize if the judge deems it worthy enough to be a prize, I suppose. So that's going to be coming up. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, after the stream, I'm going to crack on my sound effects on my video of my magazine video thing. So as a lot of people probably heard at the beginning of the stream before we went live, I was still trying to sync everything up. So yeah, that's what's coming out. And also Wednesday as well, the midweek stream as well. So that's all the fun and games coming soon.
Sounds good, mate. It sounds good. When will the magazine, when do you think the magazine will be hitting the shelves?
I really, really want it to go up on Monday. I really want it up on Monday because, well, let's face it, this magazine that I'm putting up is now a month old. So it's been a while, but unfortunately life has kind of taken over with that one. But yeah, I'm hoping once I do the Hidden Side one, the Hidden Side magazine, I'm hoping that's going to be a bit quicker because I think the Star Wars one I'm trying to add like actual like laser sounds and all that kind of stuff. Obviously Hidden Side and also the obviously voices for that one as well was a bit difficult. But the Hidden Side one, I want to get a few other people to do a few voice lines for that as well. So yeah, so I'm hoping that one there a quicker turnaround with that one. I'm hoping. So I want to get the Hidden Side one done relatively quite quickly, being as Halloween as well. So yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good idea, mate. It really is. Oh wow! Brix Studio is just saying in the he's just cracked 4,000 subscribers tonight.
Bloody hell, mate! Well,
that's brilliant. That is, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done.
It just shows you, folks. It just takes that one video to get you up there. So congratulations, dude. Well done. God, yeah, 4,000 subs. That's amazing.
That is really good.
Yeah, no, well done, dude. So where should we go to next? I think let's pop down to let's go south. Titanium J52. What do you got coming up? Are you doing anything on your channel in the next week or two, my friend?
So I still need to review that decaled Captain Rex, but other than that, there's really nothing else that I have planned currently. Yeah, that's really the only thing.
You need to focus on being a student, my friend. And learning all that good stuff, like how to mock an Ninjago set and stuff like that. That's the important things in life. You must do that. So where should we go now? Let's go slightly north. Let's enter the midsection of the panel, shall we? The lovely LandOfSweet. This has been in your debut. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. We've certainly enjoyed your company and hearing about the things that animals have to go through. I say crossing my legs. So yeah, is it? I mean, I think you're a bit of a gamer, aren't you? You tend to do a bit more what Solo likes to do. You do a bit of gaming on your channel.
Yeah, I do a little bit more gaming, more stuff like that. But I would like to do like maybe a couple like fun eBay hunting and stuff like that, or something like that, or maybe like show a wish list or something like that. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. I'd have to figure that out, and of course school. So school and work. So yeah, hopefully, and I also have to figure out how to do that whole new. Figure out the new YouTube setup thing because they picked the classic stuff, so it's like, yay, I get to learn, yay. So
the cool thing of being in the community, though, quite often people would tell you, they'll kind of give you a hand on how to do stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Tek Productions says, eBay hunting sounds very cool. I'm liking that, actually.
Who doesn't like watching people spend their money? I mean,
yeah, that's a good point, actually. Tyrone Shabo agreed. Yeah, it's always a fun time. But no, it's been cool. I'm glad you've been on. Is that an elephant or a mammoth?
that is an elephant, and yes, it was actually $40.
Wow.
That I got it for, but it's from one of those Persia set things. Obviously, it doesn't have one of the ears, but
it's huge. Oh well.
Yeah.
It looks good from that angle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really like I'm starting to do, like, at first I wanted to get all these sets for the animals. Now I think I'm just gonna go for the animals because I love that, just the interesting molds that they come up with. And just all those interesting molds and stuff. I think it'd be really fun to start doing, like, I know I did start a Lego mock castle for Hogwarts. I have it all on a Lego building sort of screen thing. So, I mean, the Great Hall that I have is probably for the scale, I guess, is 6 of those gray 48 by 48 base plates, and that's just the Great Hall. So, I mean, it's going to be giant. It's going to be huge. I have a couple other, like, rooms and stuff that I'm doing, but I'm doing it by room, and doing it all in there because I don't have enough parts to, like, actually create it physically. But I could do the smaller parts physically on what I have, and then just do it all the rest on there. But
yeah, it's massive. I tell you, Daily Brick, when he's been on here on some of the Friday streams, he's built the great big massive micro scale Hogwarts castle, and it might be micro scale, but honestly, folks, it's big. It's a huge set. It really is. It's massive. All right. Well, look, thank you for that, LandOfSweet. Let's pop over to the left side, shall we? To the land of lush green. To you, Sayo Connor. So what have you got coming up from your lovely channel in the next week or so, my friend?
Well, before the stream, I put out the video of the Big Lick, if I pronounced it right, which I probably didn't. The set of the parts, the Lego parts. So that's out at the moment. During the week, we will have. Well, I never really planned much, so there's some more things coming out that I can't really be going into, but I've got my Sesame Street videos more or less ready to go, but I can't do anything yet until they take watermarks off. Then so just keep your eyes here.
Yeah, no, it's good, folks. And don't forget, folks, if you want to see anybody's channel who's on the panel tonight, you can pop down in the description below to see all them. What about you, Sorting Teacher? Anything coming up from your good self? You can't. I'm sure you don't spend your whole life sorting. I mean, you will be spending your whole life sorting, but you will be.
I got a new Technic Tuesday coming up.
Yay!
Building a piece of heavy machinery to put on the back of that truck. I'm replacing the forklift. So be ready for some more pneumatics in that part.
Oh, right. Have you actually got proper pneumatics to put in that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's proper going for it, that is.
Just like the second forklift I made.
Now you're flexing. Flexing your forklift. No, good stuff, mate. I love your Technic stuff. It's very good.
And hopefully during the next week, I hope to get the materials to start building the table for my Lego city. But we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah. Well, if anyone can make it, you can, mate. Being a WoodShopTeacher makes sense. All right. Well, good stuff, mate. So last, but by no means least, Matt, young Matt.
Yes.
What's coming up from you in the next week or so, Matt?
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. London, 3 p.m. New York, my usual You Say I Draw art stream. So just come along. The theme for tomorrow is music. So just come along with any suggestions and put it in the chat, and I do quick little sketches from that. And that's probably the main thing at this stage. Just as a aside on for the month of October, it's usually like Inktober, where people draw things every day. So for me, I'm actually trying to teach myself a 3D program. So if you check out my Instagram, I'm mainly doing comic book character models, one every day, which is just trying to learn how to do that, which has been interesting.
Yeah, what is sorry, what application are you using to do that? Because I suppose you've done Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's a program called ZBrush, which is mainly for sculpting, which they use quite heavily for pretty much all character design stuff, and then uniforms and costumes and everything in Hollywood films and things. So yeah, you basically it's like digitally sculpting with clay is what it comes down to. But it's a program which I've tried using it a few times, and I've just gotten to the point it's like, no, I'm just going to sit down. I set myself, the challenge to do a character every day, and damn it, I'll figure it out. So it's been a fair bit of trial and error, but I think I'm starting to get into a rhythm with it. So lots to learn.
I'm liking it. Oh, good stuff. Well, coming up from London Bridge Bricks, folks. Well, hopefully, I might have a speed build to do, and I've got a couple of reviews to get out as well. One of them being the Jewel on Bespin set. I've been sitting on that for a good couple of weeks now, but I've managed to kind of clear everything that I need to be doing, so I can focus on getting that done and dusted. And there'll be a kind of a mini speed build in that, along with obviously the review of the set itself, which is got like rocking horse to teeth. It is trying to get one of those over here at the moment in the UK. You can't get it for love nor money. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing that, and I think I might do a review of this. This is the set that Si and I built yesterday on the backlog strip. So yeah, so that's what's going to be coming up there. And there'll probably be, I might try and do the Ninjago magazine as well, if I can as well. There's been quite a good one this month as it happens. I was going to do the Star Wars one, but Tek. Tek. I didn't get around to doing it really, because only because I'm not a really big fan of the X-wing that's on it. I think it's a good one to build, and certainly it's going to be a good one for your Sunday speed build, Tek. But I don't know, I just can't bring myself to open up the full pack on that one at the moment. But yeah, so that's what's going to be coming out from London Bridge Bricks. And of course, folks, next Friday there will be London Calling number 37. 37! It's crazy. We actually zoomed through all the 30s, but then looking ahead, slightly further ahead from that, on Halloween, 4 p.m., I'm going to be doing a Halloween stream, probably with a few people that are out there in the chat at the moment. Actually, certainly with Si, Matt, and Solo Brick Builder and Tek Productions. We're going to be doing like a hidden side themed one. We are, but that'll be kicking off at 4 o'clock. But that's not until the very end of the month, folks. We've got a long way to go for that. But anyway, as always, folks, it's not about me. It's not about the panel. It's about you lovely people out there. It really is. And we've had absolutely oodles of you out there tonight watching us, which has been absolutely great. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. I just want to say thank you to A Tease for Life, Mr. Berry. He's always there. He is just great. We love your support, my friend. We've got Brixish out there. Tony Raven McMullen as well. He was in there earlier on. And, of course, not forgetting as well, we had Brix Studios was in here earlier on as well. We had Papa's Bricks, Tek Production. Of course, he's been here pretty much most of the night. He was going to go, but he couldn't. He was compelled to stay with us for the whole evening. BFAB was out there, and the wonderful Victoria Fisher and Tyrone Shadwell, to name but a few. And of course, folks, as always, like I always say at the end of these streams, stay calm, keep your hands clean, stay healthy, and Lego is a wonderful thing, and you lovely lot out there are too. Thank you as always for tuning in, and we see you all very,